What's up, everyone? Make sure you check out the WESWES Network website at weswesnet.com. Here you can find amazing independent podcasts based in Aotearoa, covering everything from pop culture to mental health. Also, if you enjoy our content and want to support us, please consider clicking on the support button on the homepage of the website. We appreciate your patronage and look forward to delivering more thought-provoking and quality conversations.
WESWES, y'all.
Are you going to a women's gym?
Yeah. It's so good.
They've been around for a long time, women's gyms.
Yeah, but I didn't really like them. Well, I didn't think it was important to me, and now that I'm there, I like it.
What was what do you think was the reason why they had a women's gym, like, from the start? Because I remember when the first notion of a gym just for women, I was thinking, okay, they're probably those women that, like,
don't want to be
around men. Like,
Yeah, I think so.
That's the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, the same as me. But this lady said to me, I met in, because when you're new and a new person comes, they say, oh, so-and-so, this is Linda. She just started last week, so, she'll help you because, she was new and it's her second week in and rah-de-rah. And she came with her 14-year-old daughter and said for her, it was safety, knowing that her daughter could come to the gym without her and,
Oh.
like it would just be women and so
Safety, wow.
well, I guess so that she doesn't feel self-conscious and she was quite a pretty girl and maybe feel like, I don't know, men were leering, I suppose.
Because I feel like today's day and age, that's a bit sexist, see. That would bring it up, eh?
Yeah,
would.
yeah. But I don't know. I like it. I didn't really think it was important. But now that I'm there, I don't know what it is, but I quite like going in. I guess because you have, when you go to the gym and you're this is for me, in the weights section, I don't want to go when there's guys there because I don't really, I feel nervous, like I'm not really, I don't know what I'm doing. But when there's another lady there, she's in the same path as you, so you're comfortable.
Right.
So maybe, I don't know.
I went to Contours way back in the days when it was by the Temple bowling place, and that was because I was conscious about myself. So I didn't want to go to the gym and be around guys and like worry about, oh my gosh, my flabs are jumping up and down.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to do squats.
Not
oh
that
my
we
gosh.
should worry about that, but it does.
Yeah.
It does affect you and impact you, which is weird.
And like if it's opposite sex, then it's even worse.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
But at the gym, there's all different types of like ages and sizes, women, but essentially you're all women, and so you're just comfortable. In fact, this gym, they are like overly nice, and sometimes I just want to go and do what I'm gonna do, but everyone's like, hi Linda, and they and it's just like, oh fuck, I think I'm gonna make friends here. Or I'll roll my eyes. Yeah. So I didn't think it was important to me, but turns out I really like it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I'm the opposite because I hate gyms. Because I'm self-conscious as well, especially with not just girls around me, but men around me. Like doing exercise and that. Especially when I'm new, like if I come new and I'm like, oh shit, I don't know anything about this, I'm just here to...
Yeah, I just want to do what I want to do.
In private.
Yeah.
Where no one can see.
Yeah. But then I know for a fact that that's not even the case. Like, no one cares.
Because probably everyone is going with the same thought.
Yeah.
Like, don't look at me, I just want to do what I came here to do. So no one's looking at you kind of thing.
Yeah. Or no one even cares.
Yeah.
But I still have that thing in the back of my head, like, it's just there.
Same for me. But once I got there and then went back the next day, it's fine now. I think you just got to push through. And they're so nice. Yeah, so you just can't help but be like, oh, such a good, nice place.
Because I guess the other way around is go for a mate. Go for a couple of mates.
Yeah.
And just do it.
I just find I can't rely on anyone else but myself. Yeah.
Oh, well, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Welcome
I don't know
to the back of the bus.
Yeah, this is our first time.
Yeah.
Missing our mate, though.
I don't
Yeah. The flu is a shitty thing these days, eh?
Yeah.
Have you guys had, did you guys get the big C?
Yeah.
Had that, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. It wasn't that bad. I just was really tired. But lots of people were off for weeks because it carried on, even though they were negative. Well, they weren't positive anymore. The effects still carried on for them.
Yeah. I got that long one, eh? The long big C.
Yeah.
I'm going to call this big C.
Yeah,
and see if the algorithm picks it up. Because, when you're on Spotify, every time you say that word,
it bleeps it out.
It flags it. And it puts
That disclaimer
on your episode.
Oh, like we don't, condone the opinions here.
No. If you want to know the real facts,
sure.
click on this.
And I feel like it was blanked out on someone's story as the word, yeah. So I don't know what that's about unless they blanked it out. I don't know. See if they start picking up.
So this is a bit of a test because I think they call it the big C cancer.
Yeah.
That's the other.
Sure.
Short form.
Yeah.
With a big casino, I've heard. But the big C, man, I had it back in March and
you still have after effects.
Yeah, because I had the normal flu, like for 3 days, but then next 5 days was just torture. Eh? Like I had no energy.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't even. All I could do was just watch.
Yeah.
Watch TV.
I think it's weird because I carried on working because at first I thought I had the flu and it was like, oh, I'm okay. Like I can still work. And then I did a test and it was like, oh well, I can still work. But other people I know have had it, worse, like had headaches, had all this other stuff. Mine was mild, I want to say.
Oh, yeah.
But the after effects where I had trouble breathing after that.
Oh, all right.
But it's okay now, touch wood.
Yeah. I'm lucky I didn't get that breathing thing, just the tired thing, but even that was bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys get sunstroke.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe it. Like it's sunstroke for 5 straight days.
Oh,
It felt like a hangover for me, like when you just feel a bit nauseous and you just want to sleep. That's how it felt.
Yeah, I did get tired, like I would crash towards the end of the day. But otherwise, no, it was okay.
But now it's like no one cares about COVID, and we've moved on to monkeypox now.
No, but I mean, like, you think to yourself, well, I do, because, you see it all over social media. You think, it's not going to come here. But surely at some point, we might have thought that about COVID.
Well, then we get 2 cases of the monkey.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Came through the borders, but in isolation and all that.
Yeah, but I don't know what parts of New Zealand. Like, I don't want that herpes stuff on my lips and stuff.
Nah, and the
What's
people...
that? Is that
Like, that's what it looks like. If he's not seen... so I think the US is in a state of emergency, or some parts of the US, because of monkeypox.
And people are like, it hurts to, like, breathe and be alive.
But, like, it's like one that you would want to isolate if you catch it, because you have, like, all these ulcers
You
or,
don't
like,
want anyone
cold
to see you.
sores all over your face or, like, your body, and it just looks rank. Ugh.
Yeah, I wouldn't be putting up
you'd want to
Instagram
isolate.
stories. I'll be blurring out that part.
So do people die from that?
I haven't heard about anyone dying, just seeing
Oh, it just comes up
people
and
posting
for a while
about
and disappears.
But
what
it's
they look
painful.
like and, yeah.
But did they know how this originated? You know how...
From a monkey?
Yeah, I know.
No, but I mean, like, actual, super quickly, randomly. Have you heard about the stories about monkeys lately? Like in India... Was it India? They stole
like
a baby
attacking people
and
or
threw the
something.
baby off the building. And, like, there's a few cases of monkeys going a bit nuts.
Oh, actually picking up the baby and
Threw it, took off with it and threw it. And then there was another place where the baby died because the villagers and the monkey were, tug-of-warring with the baby. Just super randomly while we're talking about monkeys.
last time I saw a monkey was when I was in Bali, and they just roam around like cats and dogs,
Yeah, but problems in India too. But then now look what, happened or happens.
It's the revenge of the monkeys.
Don't. Fuck.
We oppressed them so much.
It's fucking, what's that movie?
That's the payback.
Caesar. Yeah. Come to life.
Giving us a virus now.
Nah, but I think people are getting the flu probably because we've been so fixated on COVID that we haven't gone and got our flu jabs. Or you couldn't if you had COVID, you had to wait or whatever it was. So now we've kind of forgotten about the flu. So people are...
And people getting the flu and not realizing
haven't been...
it's just the normal flu.
Well, yeah.
If you have nature's take its course, if we never had the big C, then we would have got the flu and we're just making a big deal out of it.
No, but now we don't know what we got. You know, and some people still are, you know.
I got the flu jab, like the normal flu jab. And I gotta say, I haven't been... Every time I get it, I don't get the flu anymore. Because before that, I was getting the flu jab, not the COVID one, but the normal flu jab. Yeah, I never got the flu.
So the first time I ever got the flu jab, I got the flu. So I was like, I'm not getting it again. And then someone explained it to me, and then I got it, and I was good. So they were like, you probably already had it. And I was just like, oh, sure.
Well, it's sort of like a real vaccine, right?
Yeah.
They give you a little bit of the flu, so your body can get used to it.
Yeah.
So they probably gave you flu that you never got before.
But yeah, potentially. I don't know, but I was like, nah, I'm never getting it again. But then someone, you know, told me about some things, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay, makes sense. And our work gives us a voucher the nurse used to come to work, but now they give us a voucher to go and get it done. So it's kind of like, why wouldn't you?
Can't say I've ever had the flu, but I get the flu jab every year because I have asthma. But I can't say I've ever had the flu, that I know of.
Well, don't people say it's not actually the flu? You know, when you say to people, I've got the flu, they're like, it's probably not the flu. You've probably got a cold.
Yeah.
Is that the same thing?
Nah.
Flu, you know if you have the flu because you're really sick and you can't do shit, like for days. You can die from the flu. But if you have a cold, you're coughing, got a bit of a runny nose, but you're like still functioning all right, then it's not the flu. You probably just got a cold.
So if you got the flu, if you got cold, if you got runny nose, cough, and fever, that's flu.
I don't know.
Maybe that's the issue. The symptoms are so similar. How do they?
But if you have the flu, you'd know because you'd be bedridden for days.
But if you're a man.
But then, man flu, that's something else.
You're bedridden all the time.
It's been, even though it hasn't been like the coldest winter, Like, have you guys thought about that? Because the last few years, I've noticed there's no frost in my car in the morning.
True, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Like it used to be, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I haven't had to.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing then?
You need to push the mic closer.
Oh, sorry. I don't know, but I feel like because I'm getting older, I feel the cold, so I'm like cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you say like no frost on the windows, I haven't had to do that.
It's climate change, man.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Or is it just a warm winter?
Climate change, that's why we're getting monkeypox.
Oh, don't. Fuck.
Yeah.
I shudder to think what, I don't know what the world's going to be like in, I want to say 50 years.
I mean, in terms of climate change?
I mean, in terms
hotter,
of everything.
warmer.
Do you know what I mean? In terms of everything. Like, I hate to think what my kids are going to be adults, what world my kids are going to be adults in.
Well, today is giving you a little bit of clues. Technology is changing a lot. You know, social media is at an all-time high, especially in the Western world.
Yeah.
And the way we work is changing.
Yeah.
Working from home more. Zoom calls exploded after the lockdowns. I think the way we work and just the way the kids are growing up and not playing outside, even that. Technology is a big one in social media. So, but it's funny because I still think that we as a society are still trying to figure it out as we go along. Because things are happening so fast and
so many.
And the impact is hitting us. We just, we think this is the way to do it. And then we find out later on that there's some bad results to get there. And
This is how we do it. Yeah. But I mean, that's us as a civilization from the start, right?
Yeah, but I think it hasn't been so fast now.
Yeah.
I think 5 years from now, things will change. And then, if you think about this, in the year 1900 and the year 1970, technology hasn't really pushed as far as 1980 to 2000.
Yeah,
and
that's
you're
true.
You're only talking about 20 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's scary too. I always think of Terminator at those times. You know what I mean? Like, the robot's going to be, because we push technology so far
Yeah.
and make it so smart, that is it going to be smarter than us and, eliminate us? Kind of.
We're talking about AI, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I sort of question why we do it in the first place. If we know
That eventually it's going to...
what is the reason why we're doing it? Why are we inventing AI to be smarter?
Yeah.
What's the reason? Is it because we can do it, or are we just curious?
Yeah, but
We wanna find out if we
to
can
what
do it.
end though?
Yeah, exactly.
Potentially our
Exactly.
end.
Exactly.
But that's the worst case scenario thinking. But it's, someone else thought about it years ago and made some movies about it. But
Yeah. But I also think like New Zealand's behind from the rest of the world all the time anyway. So whatever happens, we're going to get it last. Being so isolated down here.
yeah, that's true, which is one good thing.
Although talking about the COVID thing, like if you think about how the borders closed with us, how we were sort of like the darlings of the world in the first year, stepping on the thing and making sure we're safe. The following year after that, it got changed, turned around.
Yeah.
Like we were like, hey, why you guys are so backwards? Like, open your borders already.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? Like,
yeah. And now, I don't know. So what, do you reckon just get it and it's never going to end? Do you see an end to it?
nah.
Or do you think it's just going to be like the flu? Because the flu would have been this deadly, right? Years and years and years ago. And it was a pandemic.
But you can't stop. You can't stop making money,
Yeah, because that was our downfall. Yeah.
I mean, business have to open. People need to spend their money for the economy to work. So,
I mean, I'm going to the gym and no one's wearing masks.
I don't know, because there's a few people I know that went overseas for holidays, and they're just saying in Europe,
No one's wearing
no
masks.
masks.
That's what I mean.
Everyone's
So
out.
do we just like live with it like we lived with the flu and eventually like people still die from it, the flu?
Yeah, but then again, I think this time up north, it's summertime, so of course it's gonna be
Less sickness.
less sickness. And that's what I'm waiting for, man. Summer. Can't wait for summer, guys. Just can't wait for summer.
Yeah.
I'm a summer person. I hate the cold. I hate putting clothes on.
Okay. I like summer too, but I like winter for its, I don't know.
Craziness?
Yeah, it has its different appeals. Like yeah. So I quite likes. And plus, honestly, I go nowhere.
In winter?
Any time now because of COVID. I don't have to go to work anymore. Literally, my outing is the gym.
Oh,
And on the days I don't go to the gym, I'm pretty much in the house the whole day. Like what am I going outside for?
so are you saving a lot of money then? That lifestyle? Are you saving money? Staying home?
Think so. But then we're spending more money on power
Right.
because I'm using a shit ton of power during the day
Right.
because it's cold, so I turn the heater on and obviously computer with 2 screens all day or whatever. So that's gone up, but otherwise, yeah, we probably are. And I don't care to go out. Is that a bad thing?
How old are you?
Yeah, just getting old.
Nah, but still, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel my age.
Oh, it depends what you call going out. You mean going out like...
I don't mean like going out clubbing, going out to dinners, going out anywhere. If I can avoid even the supermarket,
Right.
I don't care to go.
Do you guys get the delivery?
HelloFresh.
Oh, okay.
Nah, nothing.
No, even countdown and all.
Nah.
Yeah, online.
Yeah, online
No.
countdown.
I'm an old school person. I have to see what I'm buying, like in real life.
You have to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got sort of convinced to do it, because it saves a lot of time.
And money, does it save money? Because then you think, actually, we don't need that. Take it out? Or not really noticing that?
Nah, it's sort of... I mean, I know what you mean, but you pay extra for delivery and stuff. But like, it's just convenient because I got no time to go to the shop.
No, yeah. When the kids were babies and we had daycare and I was at work, before I'd leave work, like in the morning, I'd make an order, go pick it up, and then pick them up from daycare, and that was good.
Yeah.
But now, I don't know.
I think it's a case of if you try it, then you probably will do it because it's so convenient. You'll value the time you get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not worrying about doing the groceries anymore.
Yeah, true, eh?
But then, you got to spend a little bit more money for the delivery. But
Small
Saves
price to
time.
pay. Yeah.
yeah.
But at the same time, like, I wouldn't know, like, you want to buy mints, and it's like a kg of mints. I would like, so trying to picture in my mind, how much is that? Do I need 1 or 2 or, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't know.
You want to physically weigh it out.
This part of, like, I have to see it and be like, oh yeah, that's enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Actually, plus we shop at Pack and Save lately a lot.
Yeah.
And I
It's
never
so cheap,
used
eh?
to. It's so good.
Yeah.
Especially that one in Henderson, the old new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's so nice there. So, and I don't think, do they do online delivery?
Yeah, they do.
They do the
Don't they
pickup,
have their
online pickup.
drive-through?
Oh, yeah. So you order it and then you just go pick it up.
See, that's a good alternative.
Yeah.
Order in, pick it up. Because, again, you save time. You don't need to
Go and shop and all
go
that.
and shop. Yeah.
Yeah, because honestly, always go in for one thing and ask my kids, they're like, it's not going to be one thing, Mum. All the time, I'm just going in quickly to get one thing, and I come out with heaps of stuff that I probably don't need, but I get tempted at the supermarket. Yeah, so maybe I need to do online shopping, but then that takes away another one of my outings. It's terrible.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to try to find out why you're not going out. Because is it just like, so used to being at home doing everything, it's just so convenient?
Everything is at home.
Yeah.
What do I need to do to go out?
And what does that tell you about today, eh? Like, you don't even have to go and get your groceries anymore.
No.
Exactly.
Am I lazy? Or
You don't even have, you could, like, buy your clothes online and you don't even have to go clothes shopping.
and if I'm not going anywhere, what clothes am I really needing other than what I've got?
There was a girl at my work. She said that there's like a suit you can put on, and then the data will go into the online shopping thing, and they'll know what size you are.
What the fuck?
So you don't need to worry about size.
I'd need that.
Yeah.
No, but you do for online shopping as well. Like,
Yeah.
what? That's the worst thing about buying something, and no, actually, they give you the measurements, but I don't have a measuring tape lying around. I wouldn't even know how to measure myself.
That's why
And
you wear the suit.
That's what I mean. That
You wear
would be
the suit,
awesome.
and
Wait,
I
where do you
think
get the suit from?
I don't know, but she said there's a suit that you can put on, and it's connected to the internet, and it tells you the data from wearing the suit goes to the computer and tells the online shop what size you are.
Sounds like shit. As in, like, she's all shit.
Well, I think like it's the way you want to fit the piece of the clothing item, right? If you want a little
what
bit
if you want a baggy? That's it. That's
You want a
exactly what I
baggy.
was just thinking. Or what if you want it a little bit tighter, even though they recommend that you're not that size, Linda?
Yeah.
But who cares? I want it tighter. Yeah, so that would be problematic. But that is the worst thing, online shopping.
Yeah.
It's the way it's going, though. I read a stat in the States that's the retail killer, online shopping.
Yeah, but
So it's pretty interesting because shopping malls are getting screwed, or are getting killed in the States these days. So they're having to resort to entertainment now to bring people in.
like a DJ in the shop or something kind
So
of
now
entertainment.
they have bars and clubs and
in a shop.
In the mall.
In the mall.
Shopping
Oh,
mall,
in
yeah.
the mall.
Yeah,
I say I'm just going for a drink with some friends, and while I'm there, I'll do some shopping,
yeah.
or vice versa.
I mean, that's the only way to get people in now to the mall. Otherwise, they'll be at home just online shopping. So they've sort of figured that out, how to get people back in the mall. Like, you can have the movie theater in the mall, but it's not enough now. You need more reason to
People
go to the
don't
mall.
even go to the movies.
Yeah.
anymore.
It's
Really?
Netflix and Amazon and what else is there? Bring you everything.
Yeah.
No, but I still like to go to the movies for particular things.
Like, because you count it as an outing.
No,
Yeah.
for particular movies. Sorry, like action or whatever, or Marvel movies. I'll want to go to the movies, but anything else, I'll wait.
Like movies like that's special effects.
Yeah, you want to
extravaganza.
watch that at the movies. So I still like that outing, but
I still count it as an outing. Like I still go with the kids.
No, it is like
Yeah.
get food.
Even though you can like watch it on Soap Today at home or something.
Nah, it's not the same, eh? You want to sit
But
in the
you know,
nice
you just
seats.
act like you're going out. Oh, let's get some food from
Countdown. No.
the dairy. Yeah,
Yeah.
sneak it in.
No, actual.
It's a good 2 hours outside, inside. Yeah.
Nah, yeah. It is an outing. It is nice.
Man, I'm enjoying my my group page, my 135 channel.
Yeah,
Channel 135 page.
that is so good.
It's entertaining.
It is, and I like to see what other people put for their
Yeah.
options, and I disagree with them, but I don't. I
You
disagree
don't-
in my
you don't-
head.
Yeah, you don't say that.
No, I can't be bothered having an argument. Like that music one that you put up, Boomerang,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. I was so sure people would say Nutty Professor, but I think it was only you, Sin, and I.
It was like you wanted to have a discussion
I
about why.
did, but but I also,
And it was a tough one out of these two. Or like it was could have been a whole podcast.
Yeah.
You were thinking about it that much.
Yeah.
So to all the listeners that don't know what we're talking about, I've got this because if you guys listen to the Channel 135 podcast, it's all about film and TV, and I've got a group page where every Tuesday, because I set these
Well, true.
like, schedule them.
4 movies, one choice.
Oh, yeah,
for
yeah,
every
yeah.
Tuesday, so I'll pile them up
Oh, nice.
for like I do a whole bunch.
That's
and then
clever.
I just schedule them. So every Tuesday, at 6 o'clock, will come up.
6 a.m. or 6?
6 a.m.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah. So it's I put up 4 movies and I just asked people to put in the comments, pick one of them. 4 movies, one choice. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
And the latest one was 4 soundtracks, one choice. So the soundtracks were Nutty Professor, Boomerang, Above the Rim, and Bad Boys.
Yeah.
And I think, man, those are because every time I do this, I try to pick the hardest 4 things,
Yeah.
but they have to relate to each other in some way.
Yeah.
And I think I did a good job doing that.
Yeah.
But the challenge is to make it hard. Like what?
So you can't choose.
Yeah. So people can't choose. That's my thing.
I feel that one for me was
And you cheat.
no-brainer.
You cheat because you put 2 all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, you
No, I
rank.
listed them in rank.
You
I
ranked
know,
them.
but I didn't. I didn't rank this one. I was like, nah, I'll just choose my favorite. And it was easy for me. I love Boomerang songs.
Yeah.
I don't remember many from, what was the other one? Oh, Above the Rim. I literally remember one SWV song. And what was the other one?
Bad Boys.
Yeah, and every time I think about that, I think about that Bad Boy song. But
What you
Nutty
gonna
Professor
do?
had like so many for me. Like it was based on that.
Yeah, they're all good. The
Yeah.
Nutty Professor one, I always remember the Foxy Brown.
Yeah.
And
Jay-Z.
what's his name?
Ain't no nigga like the one I got.
Or there's a case. Is there
Oh,
a case?
Case.
Touch Me,
Case.
Tease
Touch
Me.
Me,
Yeah,
Touch Me,
yeah.
Tease, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's the one that had the music video.
Yeah. But it
Yeah.
had didn't it have a Monica song?
Yep, with Treat.
Yeah. That's
Right,
why I
yeah.
love you.
Yeah, Docile Soul was on
Yeah,
there.
Come Around, eh?
Yeah.
And that I never hear anywhere.
And that the Devante song, The Basement.
Yeah.
Bro.
That's right. That's his group,
Yeah.
eh? Was that his group?
Yeah, I think that was the one that Missy and Timberland, they were all like a collective on that or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, that album, Trigger the Gambler, like start to finish.
Pretty
On
much.
repeat.
Yeah.
That soundtrack.
So that one was easy for me.
But also Bad Boys and Above the Rim were like up there. Because some of my you have favorite songs on all 4 of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But literally, even back in the day, I'd listen to Nutty Professor start to finish. But yeah, I mean, even Bad Boys, like, fuck. And Above the Rim has like one of my favorite Tupac songs on there. Remember
Pain.
Pain?
Yeah.
And it had So Many Ways was on there as well.
The Bragstons one.
No. Warren G? Was
Oh,
Warren G
yeah,
on that one?
yeah.
Yeah. Like, even that was a cool album.
Yeah. You did make that one
And Bad
hard.
Boys, yeah. The Brat song was on there.
Oh, with Notorious.
Yeah. What's it called? The East Side lay on the B side.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
the B-side,
listen
yeah.
to the B-side.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like classic songs on all of them.
Those are my favourite posts, to be honest. 'Cause
So, did you guys have all 4 albums?
I'm not Boomerang. I didn't
Oh,
grow
right.
up with Boomerang, and I
Oh,
only
yeah.
saw the Boomerang movie like this year.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Literally, it was on, what was it on?
Oh man,
Something
that's
that
a
I could
classic.
watch.
I know, and I only watched it because you guys were talking about it.
Same.
Yeah.
Not me. I
Can't
know
believe
I
you
know
guys
the
just watched it
soundtrack.
recently.
Yeah, like I
Nah.
just watched it this year.
That's like me not watching Lion King.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen The Lion King, but there's a good reason for that.
You haven't seen The Lion King?
Nah, and then when it got to the point where I was like, oh, I'll just wait for my kids to, for them to watch it.
Yeah.
And then I think they never watched it either. We just
Yeah.
bypassed it.
Oh, man.
But I'm okay.
There might be so much things for them to watch.
That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But yeah, I had never seen Boomerang either. I totally missed it. And then it was on one of my, because we've got streaming things.
Yeah.
It was on one and I was like, oh, here's my chance to. And that's when I put something up on our page to say, what does this, because now I know because I watched the
Yeah.
movie.
Because this movie came out in the 90s. Do you think it still stands up since you guys watched it recently?
Well, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
But I think also we may have liked it because we knew the references and we knew the pop culture side, even if we'd never seen it. Then we knew the music from it. And so kind of for us, we probably subconsciously already liked it.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. That's me. Maybe that's me personally. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Man. I think I memorized most of the words.
Oh, wow.
So many times I watched that because I can't get enough of it. It's one of those movies. Because
You never get sick of.
Yeah, there's these movies like songs. There's songs that stand the test of time, like Red Red Wine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You play that now,
Yeah.
you listening like you first listened to it first time.
Yeah, that's true.
And you have some movies like that, but Boomerang's one of them. Yeah, Boomerang's one of them. It's funny, man. It's real funny.
Boomerang.
But I remember going to see it. I think I just
Was
turned.
it in the movies?
Yeah,
Oh,
I went to
shit.
the movies, but I had to go with someone because I was too young.
Yeah.
And I went with my cousin who was from Samoa, but he was older.
Yeah.
Because he came down to New Zealand to go to university, and he stayed with us. So he was like 19 at the time, but I was like I think I was 11 or 12.
Oh, wow.
But I was like an M. So I like Eddie Murphy because I like Eddie Murphy from Beverly Hills Cop and all that.
Yeah.
And I didn't really know about this movie.
Like
The
storyline.
The story. I didn't know. I just knew it was Eddie Murphy. So,
Yeah,
let's go
it's gotta
watch
be
Eddie
good.
Murphy. It's gotta be good. No, without knowing, I went. Because even then, I didn't really get it because I was young.
Yeah, yeah.
But the only way I could go in was because I went with my older cousin. He took me, and it was like there was this like the sex scene. I was like feeling so embarrassed. I remember feeling so embarrassed that my cousin was oh shit. It was like fuck.
Oh, that's so cute.
But then it's one of those movies where I liked, but because I was young, I didn't really get the jokes as much.
Yeah.
Especially the sort of like the racist kind of jokes.
Yeah.
Like when how Martin's in there, he's real funny. Like playing that race card all the time.
Oh, yeah, especially when
Playing
they're
those
like at lunch in the white.
Yeah.
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 The chick.
jokes.
Yeah.
Even some of those jokes, like with relationships, the relationship jokes in there, I didn't really get, but. Just growing up and watching them over and over and
funnier.
again.
It changes the
funnier.
story
Yeah.
for you too, because like it's not the movie that you first watched when you were 11. When
Yeah.
you watch it when you're 16, it's a different movie kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, because I was whatever age I am now, I definitely got it all.
I mean, it was shocking. I remember when I watched it for the first time, it was pretty shocking.
Nah, yeah, I'd say so too. Especially what's her name?
Grace Jones.
Yeah, when they're at dinner and she's like, I was like, holy shit.
The pussy.
Yeah.
yeah. I was like,
You want this? You don't want this?
oh my God. Shucks, yeah. But the funniest part for me was when he slept with the old lady.
Oh, yeah.
And she had nothing to do with making decisions. I was like, oh. But he was lovable. Do you know what I mean? He didn't come off like a sleaze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seemed nice about the way he went about women. So I felt sorry for him when he walked into the office and all the ladies were laughing at him.
Yeah.
Like, oh, poor guy. But that was a good movie.
But even the name of the movie, back then I remember I didn't understand the name until later on. Is what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
Boomerang.
yeah.
So
I was like, oh, yeah, that's what it was.
But yeah, that had good music for sure.
yeah,
Shucks, yeah.
Babyface produced the whole album.
Not surprising.
Yeah, that was a good soundtrack. I think I listed that as my favorite one because they had so many good songs.
Yeah. I think a few people did.
Yeah, that was the winner, I felt like.
Oh,
from
really?
that post.
Yeah,
Had the most. Yeah.
because I think you're right. Because every single one of those albums had a mean song.
Yeah.
And you just got to think about what had the most mean songs.
Yeah.
The ones that you like.
Yeah. And I think for me, that was the Nutty Professor soundtrack.
Yeah. That was on repeat.
But do you know what? Probably because I hadn't seen Boomerang, I didn't give that one much more of a listen, maybe.
If I had seen it when it came out or being younger, I probably would have listened to the soundtrack too, and it probably would have been up there as well.
Yeah.
But I never seen it till this year.
Same.
I'm happy that it still stands up to these modern times.
Yeah, but you knew this music, you knew the song,
Yeah.
but didn't know it was on that soundtrack.
Right.
And you kind of learned the references along the way, but we finally got to put it into context
Right.
watching the movie.
Out of all those 4 movies, those 4 soundtracks, I think Nutty Professor had a mean soundtrack for what the movie was. Because the movie
Not that good.
was not that great. Yeah.
Nah.
Neither was Above the Rim, really. Bad Boys was good.
I love
The
Bad
movie.
Boys too.
Bad Boys was a good movie.
I think Nutty Professor as a movie was the weakest one. out of
Oh,
the 4.
probably.
Yeah.
Which is lucky it had its soundtrack.
Mm.
But that had
The thing
your
going
that
for
had your it had your Eddie Murphy in
yeah,
it.
it was funny though. Isn't that the one when he has Reggie in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they go to all the shows and stuff.
Yeah. So that was okay.
It was probably the storyline was a bit, I don't know.
Because I read about Eddie Murphy, what he was saying. Because it was an article about how Eddie Murphy's career was coming down
At that time.
at that time. Because he was saying he had kids, so he just wanted to make movies for kids. That's why you saw all those kids movies.
Like Blubber
and
and Daddy
Dr.
Daycare
Dolittle.
and all
Yeah.
that. Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Because he wanted,
Which is nice.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
didn't he play all the fat people? Oh no, I'm thinking of the other movie.
Nah, you think of Martin Lawrence.
Oh no, Nutty Professor when he
When
played
he went
all
Oh, his
the
parents.
Oh, yeah,
Family.
yeah.
Cletus and
And then they had their own movie, the
Hercules.
Clumps.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm remembering now. I feel like Nutty Professor was cool. It was funny.
It was different too,
Yeah.
probably, for what was out there.
But Eddie Murphy, man, he was a beast back in the 90s. 80s was a beast doing stand-up and that.
Yeah.
Like his stand-ups, Raw, and what's the first one, Delirious? Have you guys seen those
No,
ones?
I
I
haven't
think
watched much
years
of his
and years
stand-up.
and years ago.
Like
I
those
think.
are like the original sort of stand-ups that we watched that sort of told us, oh yeah, there's a such thing as a stand-up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, they had like Richard Pryor before that, but we went.
That was
we-
quite before
yeah,
our
before
time.
too.
Yeah, that was like 70s,
Yeah,
and he was the man too. But that's who they all get their stuff from,
yeah.
get it inspired from. But I think Eddie Murphy for us was
The originator.
originated for us.
The what's that guy's name? That short guy,
Kevin.
the Kevin.
Hart.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
of then.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we went to his
Oh yeah.
Do you know the story? We went to his concert a couple of years ago and got kicked out
Why?
because apparently it said somewhere, but that you were not allowed to record it at all. And that's cool. But I went in my bag and used my light. It was literally in my bag like this, and they kicked us out straight away. It hadn't even started.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got asked to leave.
Shit.
Yeah.
So
Because
since
that's a rule in comedy, stand-up
well, I
comedy.
don't know because
Yeah.
then after that everyone was told to take their phones out and da 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 da. So I was like,
Yeah.
but yeah, he wouldn't even listen. Buggered the.
I think also there's technology that can shut off your phones anyway. That's what I heard.
But it's like I was. Oh, so did they think I was voice recording it?
Oh, they don't have to worry about what they think. It's, it's better than not worrying,
Not worrying. Oh,
not
she's
giving them a
just
chance.
doing.
Not giving,
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
like giving
yeah.
them a chance, like.
I was like, we weren't like even video recording, or we weren't even done here or anything. But now that you say that, I think, oh, probably they thought I was pressing record on my phone.
It should have came on the ticket, like the.
Oh, I didn't have
rules.
anything. I was just going along for the ride. Do you know what I mean? So
Because it was on social media the other day, like how that's a rule for the Chris Rock's upcoming concert. No
oh,
phones.
really? Why? What's the deal?
Because it's like plagiarism and stuff like that. It's like you might sell it because it's an actual movie, and you can actually. I mean, they put together all these shows they do.
Yeah, they
and
and then they put together.
and they make it into a video.
True,
and then
true.
And then they sell it. So And plus, it might not happen until later on. And if you're giving it to other people,
You're ruining it.
yeah, it's like, yeah.
Oh, those poor guys trying to earn a buck. You know, so poor.
I thought maybe too it might be because people might be recording stuff and they might use something from the show and use it out of context. You know,
Yeah.
and then
No,
it
it's
ends
all
up
of that.
like a
It's all of that kind of stuff.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
like an issue.
So since then, I just like personally boycott all his movies,
Oh wow!
which actually annoys me because him and The Rock are funny together. But I'm like, oh well.
I feel I don't really like Kevin Hart's stand up, but I like him when he's been funny on other things. Like when he
Yeah.
comes on ESPN and he's joking around with the sports stuff, he's
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
as. And when he's with The Rock, he's funny as.
Yeah.
You know, but
But the stand-up's
Yeah.
not.
I've not
great.
Oh,
really seen. Oh well, yeah. So I didn't
mean-
get to see his stand up, so I don't know.
I mean, you know, obviously millions of people love his stand up, but me, it didn't really hit for me.
No, well, doesn't hit for me
Yeah.
at all now anyway. So. Which I know is stink, but I'm just so annoyed because I'm like, fuck, seriously? I think the tickets were like expensive.
Yeah.
So it was kind of almost like, I don't
Waste
know.
of money.
Fucking-
Didn't even get to see like
Nah,
a minute of it.
the best part of the night was the pre-drinks.
Oh,
Because it's all the fun I had. Oh,
yeah. I think Chris Rock came last week, eh?
I think so.
It's a good sign, eh? That borders open up. X can come back. Like who? I saw Cutter put something up. Someone's coming. Some R&B wise.
Oh,
What
like
was that about?
Was that the Friday jams and the Juicy Fest and Newbie 40 coming?
Oh, it must be.
with Eiley Campbell, someone said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which
And
I
I've
would
never
go
seen
to.
Newbie 40, so
Really?
I will go to that.
Yeah, I would go to that again.
Oh, so Ali Campbell's back.
Yeah, he's coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think he has like a thing for our country too, right? You know?
Because
Like
everyone
a-
loves Newbie 40
Yeah.
here.
Right.
And even him
Yeah.
personally. God, yeah. Yeah, that is a good sign.
I can't. Yeah. UB40. That's a phenomenon, eh? Over here, eh? Like, I can't believe how much I love their songs. And,
Yeah.
And how old their songs are.
But also how many of their songs are remakes.
Yeah.
But and then you like hear the original and you're like, fuck, I know the song. But it takes me a while to connect that shit because I learned it from UB40 before I learned the OG song.
But they cover a lot of Neil Diamond's old stuff, eh?
No.
Yeah. Like, yeah, there's a few songs from Neil Diamond that they cover. The old ones on Neighbor Love too.
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
But it must be just reggae. You put reggae beats, anything. I watched on Disney Plus. I don't know if you guys got Disney Plus, but there's a series called like a mini series. It's only 6 episodes. It's called Pistol, about the Sex Pistols.
Oh, yeah. I
And-
haven't, but
And they and on one episode, I don't know if you know the song Anarchy of the UK.
maybe if we heard, but can't by the name, can't think of it.
So they were trying to make up the song. They're practicing the song, like practicing the beat, the guitar, and the singer, Johnny Rotten. He was like just freestyling some words just to get the words out and
See what they could pull together.
see what they can pull together. But no one could understand him because he was singing so fast and the guitar wasn't right. And then the drummer, he sort of knew what to do, like to sort it out. He said, guys, I don't even understand what you're talking about. I don't know what you guys are playing. Can we just start with this reggae beat? Because I think we could start from this reggae. Do you guys know reggae? We should start with this reggae beat. And so they started with this reggae beat on the drums.
Yeah.
And then they started playing, and then Johnny Rotten started singing, and then it ended up to be that song that was one of their top hits.
Oh, that's cool. So it all came together.
Anarchy of the UK.
Based
yeah.
on that.
Based on
reggae beat.
a reggae beat, a drum reggae beat.
Now I need to go listen to that after
So I was
this.
like, yeah, that's what I said. Like, it must be, if you put a reggae beat to anything, it must be automatically something that triggers our brains, eh?
Yeah.
To just like it.
This is the automatic feel good kind of music, I think.
But I don't like reggae.
Except UB40.
Except
Yeah.
UB40.
Yeah, why is that?
I just think we didn't grow up on reggae, but we grew up on UB40.
But it's the same sound.
Nah, but it's not. It's a bit more polished, maybe.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but
I don't think it's supposed to be polished.
maybe that's the wrong word then. But it's enjoyable.
Mm.
But any other reggae, I'm not.
It's because the songs are covers. And you just...
No, because I didn't know they were covers because I learned them from UB40 songs first.
But maybe the reason why they re-sang these songs because they hit before. And now they're going to...
So they knew there would be automatically a hit again.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So something about the tune, something about the words.
Yeah.
The
melody.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. It's weird. I mean, I want to like it. Just doesn't do it for me.
So Bob Marley doesn't really?
Nah, definitely not.
Damn.
But I'm not, like, if it comes on, I'm not going to change it.
Mm.
But also, I wouldn't put it on a playlist.
Right. Yeah, I get my ups and downs with reggae. It's like when I'm in the mood.
Mm.
I think the sun plays a big part.
Yeah.
I want to listen to reggae in wintertime.
Nah. I think music in general is a mood thing, though, isn't it? That will dictate what you want to listen to for the day or in the car.
My perfect time to play reggae is in summertime, in the car, driving to the beach.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that's like that for everybody.
I think summer's the general, like, you know,
feel
for
good
that genre.
music.
Like you think, oh yeah.
Yeah,
reggae
you think
summer.
islands, eh? So you think.
Yeah. But it depends. I can listen to it when it's not summer. Because a lot of reggae for me has like a lot of meaning in the music. So it's kind of like a...
Mood.
Yeah. If that makes any sense. Yeah.
Because now there's different genres of reggae now, eh?
I don't like those new genres. Yeah.
There's a lot more now. You can get the Jamaican reggae, the original. Then you can get, I think back then there was a genre called ska music. Don't know if you...
Yeah.
That was coming from reggae, was it?
Yeah. I don't know all the different genres. As for me, it's like reggae when I was younger is the reggae I like. I don't like all these new, like, fucking whatever they're making these days. I don't like the new stuff. I might like it for a minute, but it doesn't sit with me long.
It has no longevity like UB40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the bobs and all those back in the day people that I can still listen to. I won't be listening to, like, I don't want to say any great band names, but just anything that's today. I don't own any of the albums or put it on a playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What type of genre is LAB and what's that other group? Is that who I'm thinking? Yeah. What's that genre?
Reggae beat genre.
New reggae?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely got a reggae beat to it.
And 660?
It's definitely got a reggae vibe.
Yeah.
660, I think they've got elements of reggae in their music.
There are a whole bunch of different...
Yeah.
They'll do whatever
You can hear it.
strikes.
Yeah.
But I'm more talking about like the direct offshoots, like dub. Like I think New Zealand's sort of into that, did we? Because far back as I remember...
Do you want to say like the 90s?
When you say dub, I just think of like Salmonella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that came from that genre.
From reggae.
From reggae, right? And I don't know, because the only reason why I say New Zealand invented it, probably didn't, but far back as I remember, listening to dub reggae was from Salmonella Dub. And then started to hear all these other similar kind of bands, and they were all from New Zealand.
I feel like New Zealand has its own sound as well with a lot of our music. Do you know what I mean? You can't replicate that. Like, so maybe that's why we think we invented it. do you know what I mean, though? Because it's got our own...
well, we love it.
Yeah, because it's got our own
to
spin on it. It may have grown from something else, but we've made it ours kind of thing.
And then you got island reggae.
As in what island?
Which comes from Hawaii. Like they've sort of... Because they love reggae too. So they've sort of... Hawaii did a similar thing to New Zealand, eh? Like New Zealand loves reggae. We've started making our own reggae bands, and the sound sort of has that New Zealand feel to it, eh?
Yeah.
Hawaii did that with reggae as well, and they've got their island reggae sound, and it sort of filters down to the islands with Fiji and J-Bog and all those kind of that sound. It's different, eh? But it's like summertime island kind of reggae. It's still got the reggae beats.
Yeah.
But the New Zealand one's more heavier, eh? I think it's the same. It's similar to the island reggae, but I think with the New Zealand flavor they put in it, it gets more heavier. There's more. I think there's more. It's heavy. It's funny because I feel like UB40 is heavy, but not.
Yeah.
Because they got all these instruments, but they're still light.
Yeah, what do you mean by heavy? Do you mean like
there's
band?
more. There's
more substance.
Yeah, more substance, more sound.
Because there's more going into it, like
Yeah.
triangles and bass and like
Yeah.
it's probably just like
a fuller sound.
Yeah.
It's a fuller sound.
Yeah.
The execution though is just like so good.
Mm.
Yeah, I just
It seems like they know what they're doing. Their own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's worked for them, so why would they change the thing? I feel like when Ali Campbell left, I lost interest.
Yeah, I wouldn't go watch UB40 without
him.
Ali.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I
Neither.
feel like I'm in a hurry to go to this next one because he's coming. You know,
And
with
you don't know
everyone
if he
passing
will.
away.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I want to like make sure that I get to see him before I'm not.
Because Astro's gone.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because they've come quite a few times.
I
eh?
know, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You've been a
surprised-
few times.
Like, I think 5 times.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I've
I'd
never
go
been.
again. Like, I would definitely go again.
Yeah.
But not without him.
Yeah, it has to be with Ali.
Yeah.
Were you guys at the first Reggae Muffin when they came?
It's reggae. I've never been to Ragamuffin.
The only ragamuffin I went to was the one when Lauren Hill came, and I only went because she was coming.
Mm.
That's the only one I've been to.
What's her right now?
Hey?
What's up with her?
Did she go
still
like
around?
funny?
Like crazy?
Like mental health, like, you know what I mean? Like,
You read stories there. It sounds like she's
Yeah.
a bit of a diva, like she comes late or whatever. I wouldn't know too much else about that. But I feel like that one album she made is strength enough for her to like do
Live off.
concerts till she's 60
Yeah,
kind of thing,
yeah,
and
that's
people will
true.
still go.
so what was their genre?
Hip hop,
Sorry, not Wu-Tang. What were they called?
Fuji,
Yeah, Fugees.
hip hop.
Oh, yeah.
they're hip hop. But they were, But, after Fuji's then came, what's that other similar
Band,
rap
group.
and the girl that sings with them?
Oh, City High. No.
No.
Nah.
And she went solo.
Oh, that really narrows it down.
Where were they from?
Is it Prez? No, that's Fuji.
Nah, yeah, Praz is from
Praz,
Fugees. Yeah.
No, the other one with the Haitian guy. I forgot. Man, the name's not even coming to me.
Nothing's.
What do they
nothing's
sing?
coming.
What's the song they sing?
Yeah, excuse me.
That's Wycliffe.
Yeah, that's Wycliffe
Yeah.
and Claudette Ortiz.
Their
and-
band.
Yeah,
City
that was
High.
City High.
Is it?
Yeah. That's why I said that. Yeah, so that girl and the 2 guys were City High, and her and one of the guys were from Sister Act 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamal.
Yeah. So Wycliffe did a song with the girl, eh?
Who else was Wycliffe with? He was in another band, was he?
No,
No.
I don't think
But
so.
I think he produced a lot of shit.
Maybe, and maybe
yeah.
just featured on some things, and because he did a Destiny's Child remix
Yep.
with them.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, you know what? I'm not even thinking. It's not even Wycliffe. It's another.
it's another black dude.
It's another dude. and the white girl. 2 black dudes and a white girl.
Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas. Yeah.
you
Man, I just. Well, they are black.
Yeah.
Yeah, who was that?
Yeah, I got them mixed
Will
up
I
with.
Am.
Yeah, Will I Am. I got them mixed up with Wycliffe.
Yeah.
Shucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
true. Black Eyed Peas. Yeah.
So Black Eyed Peas to me is similar to Fugees. Fugees was the first ones to be like.
Oh my
sort of
God,
that
I
kind of
yeah.
music.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Black Eyed Peas are
A poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Fugees were like real raw. And such a good fit until they weren't. And I feel like that was like a love triangle situation.
Was it?
I thought, or did I make that up?
No, I think you're right. But I just didn't know about it till years
Till
later.
years later when,
Her and Wycliffe, I think, had a relationship, and then it didn't work out.
So it kind of fucked the group.
Like a.
Like a Lucy Pearl situation.
Oh right.
No, that wasn't a relationship though. That was just people fucking it up.
Man, I remember when Fuji's first, and they weren't even big. They had that song Ooh La La La.
Yeah.
That was one of the first ones,
Yeah.
first singles there. But then the next time they came on, they just went huge.
I think it was so different. I don't know. And she probably really, I feel, sailed that ship. And they were her backup.
Yeah. Because that second album, The Score, was that the one with Calling Me
Yeah.
Softly? Yeah, and that just was mega bucks.
You know what I remember about the 90s? It was all bad boy entertainment, because
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Puff Daddy, he's the guy that for the first time he could bring back 80s stuff and turn it into his songs, his hits.
Yeah, like been around the world.
Yeah, and I think for some reason before him doing that, if someone did that, it would be like a no-no. He pulled it off somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing I liked about the 90s is, and it's my favorite style, is rapping with a chick with doing the hook.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Right.
Because, you know, the guys like the rap, the girls like the singing. Sometimes you like both. I feel like those were the winning songs
And they
in
just
the
get
90s.
even if they get an artist to come and do the hook,
Yeah.
like Mariah Carey or something.
Yeah, absolutely. It was like winning because then you would learn the rap and then you'd sing the chorus in between. It was just such a fucking winning formula.
And
back
then you'd have a remix.
Exactly. Yeah. So that they had, and then you'd have a movie for a video clip.
Yeah.
Like they used to go hundy in there. Like it was a full-on storyline. The ones that I can remember the most are the R. Kelly and Mr. Big ones.
Oh, yeah.
You know, where he's trying to all those ones. Like they were actual fucking movies.
Well, those are off the back of Michael Jackson, because when he did Thriller, they were like, it was like a film in the beginning.
Yeah.
True,
Every time he came over, his #1 single from the album, like Bad, had a story.
Yeah,
at the beginning there
in
with-
the car park and all that.
And Wesley Snipes was in there, remember?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
Bad,
With the little
and-
kid.
Yeah.
Even Billie Jean was a video. These of them were like real long movies.
Yeah.
And Dangerous. Oh, not Dangerous. On Dangerous was Remember the Time, That was
Yep.
Oh,
That
that
was
was
a
that
big
was a good
one.
one. That was Eddie. Was Eddie Murphy in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And who was the chick?
What's it, Grace Jones? Looks
no,
like.
it was a model.
Oh, Iman?
Oh, maybe
David
Iman.
Bowie's
Yeah,
wife?
maybe Imane.
Oh.
Maybe.
Was it her?
Oh, yeah.
Was it her?
Yeah.
I want to be
She's-
entertained.
Is that Naomi Campbell looking?
That's what I was
yeah,
thinking.
yeah.
Model,
Yeah.
model. But
And then
Iman was
he
a
had
model.
that video with Naomi Campbell too in the closet. Yeah, he had heaps of cool videos. Rock My World with Chris Tucker.
He had,
Was it Chris Tucker?
what was the one? Black and white,
Yeah, and everyone's
yeah, the
changing
morphing.
colours. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, but the other one was the one when he's smashing the car up in the alleyway. Wasn't that that's just a long video clip, Not the,
They don't give a damn about us, maybe? That sounds like a violent, like he was,
nah.
no, I don't know.
But yeah, man, he even had movies too. Moonwalker.
Oh, shucks.
I remember
Yeah, Moonwalker.
I went to go watch Moonwalker at the movies when I was a kid.
No, wait.
I didn't like it. It sucked.
How old were you?
I don't know, but I remember I was young. But I went to watch it. I didn't like it.
It didn't make sense.
Yeah, it
was
didn't
like,
make sense.
what-
I was like, what the hell? I want to watch a movie. I don't want to watch
Was there like
2 hour
was
long
that
music video.
Yeah.
hour and a
Yeah,
half
that's
music
it.
video,
Was
you know?
that Annie? Are you okay in that movie?
He had Smooth
Oh my
Criminal.
God.
Yeah.
Smooth Criminal part was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I felt that was a bit weird. But to be fair, at this point, he probably was a bit weird.
Yeah.
A lot of his stuff he didn't write either. Like
Oh, true.
some of his, not that I can't remember off the top of my head, but Human Nature was a Toto song.
Right.
Just random songs like that I was like, oh,
Yeah.
shit, he didn't even write that. Doesn't take anything away, but I was just like,
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
You would have thought.
Well, I remember when Pharrell was gonna write a whole album for Michael Jackson, specifically before he even asked him. And when he went to ask him, "Oh, I wrote this whole album just for you. Like I wrote all these songs." And Michael Jackson said, "Nah." Yeah, he rejected him and said, "Nah."
Why?
I don't know.
Was it the
I don't know.
cheek?
I don't know, but he just said no. And then, this is what I read. So he gave it to Justin Timberlake, and that was Justin Timberlake's album.
Which is funny because
With,
he's mega influenced by Michael Jackson, Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, but if you think of that album with Senorita,
Was written.
those are all going to be
Pharrell.
Michael Jackson songs.
Yeah. Oh, true.
It's always funny to reimagine Michael Jackson singing some of those Justin Timberlake songs because you're used to it now and you've heard it from Justin Timberlake. You can't imagine it by Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But imagine how different it might have been.
I can imagine Michael Jackson singing Senorita. That's a Michael Jackson song, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, definitely that part. Yeah. Funny, while you talk about Pharrell, recently there's this thing, that Khalees thing.
What was that?
Khalees did a live, and she basically, I don't know how it started, but she must have got heaps of messages from people when Beyonce released her album, and there was a sample of one of Khalees' songs, and she was basically just saying, that's cool, but you didn't even ask, and we know each other, and you just used it, and you don't even have the guts to. And then she went on about this other guy at the same time, and then she went on about Pharrell as well, saying, oh well, he's always been spineless, so whatever. And I was just like, my God, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then after that, I almost felt sorry for her. Like, fuck, how long is it going to be now till she's cancelled?
Yeah, because everyone gets cancelled, when they
If they
mess
say
with
one thing
Beyonce.
against Beyonce.
Really?
Yeah, Kerry Hilson. That's what happened to her.
Isn't she white?
No, she's black.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, yeah, she's a black chick. And I think what did she say? Something about,
So she like Beyonce did a cover or something of one of her songs, and she didn't give her credit, and she was going on radio stations and complaining about it, and then she got cancelled.
you've not heard anything back from her since.
Wow.
And I thought she just retired, but really she got retired.
Yeah.
Which is scary to know that someone, it's not even that Beyonce did it. It was the Bayhive that did it.
Cancel culture.
Yeah, and cancel culture.
What do you guys think about that? Because earlier we were talking about what's going to happen in the world 5 years from now.
Yeah.
Cancel culture going to be a big part of it? Because it seems like it's trying to punch its way through our way of living now. Like the thing for me, right, is like, what does it
It's so
do? You just
easy.
can't say anything anymore. Not that people are going to care what we say,
Yeah.
but for people that are like have an idea, they want to put it out there, or even put it out there to get some response to argue it, so you can think of a better idea.
Yeah.
You can't. That's what gets thrown out. No, you can't even do that. So what's the point of moving forward?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. It is getting to that point where everything starts to upset someone and you can't say anything anymore.
Yeah, but that doesn't do any good.
No, I know, but knowing that, how do you turn that around?
I think you just kind of just have to
Let it die out.
just keep on going. I mean, why are you getting cancelled, right? You're getting cancelled from a platform.
Yeah.
Right? But who says, does that platform need to be
The end all.
the end all? Yeah.
Yeah, like
The
jump
end-all,
on
be-all.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's just because, say, it's Instagram or whatever, it's the most popular, but there's other means.
Yeah, but if you like do something that Instagram will cancel you, see, that's the problem. That's what happens.
They delete your account.
Yeah, they'll delete
You
your
lose all your
account.
followers.
So, it's like, well, it's not gonna end. Like it's gonna push back until like you can't even say anything anymore. That's what I think.
And does social media play a big role in that cancel stuff? Because it's like people will just say one thing and then it just takes someone to make it viral or something, and then it turns into a big issue, and then someone gets cancelled.
Is that not the reason for a lot of the issues at the moment? Social media.
Well, it's the algorithm, right? It's if you're gonna look at, if you like Skittles,
Yeah.
and you look up Skittles all the time on social media, well, social media is gonna give you other lollies to look at. So then you're only gonna look at lollies because you love lollies, and so you're only with the lolly people. And anyone that says I hate lollies or not,
That's
Yeah.
it.
you're not part of our group. You're
yeah.
out, and then that's what happens. So you're sort of pushed into what you align with anyway, by default. Like, see, I bet you my newsfeed doesn't look like you guys' newsfeed.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm looking at stuff that you guys probably are not interested in, but I am.
Yeah.
And only get stuff on my newsfeed that
relates to that
stuff I'm interested in. So I'm only aligned with people that like that stuff.
Like-minded people.
Yeah, like-minded people.
Yeah.
But in a way where if anything outside that like-mindedness, I get, it's like, no, we're going to attack these people. So we're like, sort of like...
kind of banded together.
Yeah, we're banded into this group.
Yeah.
And that's when this group thing happens. And now we're part of this group.
And you're all outraged.
We need our own. Yeah, we're outraged. We need our own rights.
Yeah,
we need rights to be to love what we love. And if you don't love it, then you should be cancelled. You know.
Yeah.
And it's hard because what the point of an argument is that you gotta know both sides of the story, right?
Yeah.
Then you're not gonna know both sides of the story because
you're blocking it out.
You're stuck in your own side of the story. You don't even know the other angles. And if you don't know how to think critically, you don't know how to think, okay, that's my argument. If you don't know how to think, that's my argument, but I wonder what the other side of my argument is. You don't want to know that because you want to cancel everything else that's against your argument, even though it might be something that might be a better argument that will make you change your mind.
Yeah.
But you won't never know anymore.
Which is a good explanation of the Bayhive and cancelling artists who speak out against Beyonce.
Yeah, because you follow so blindly.
So yeah, it's I feel like it's dangerous.
Yeah,
it's really dangerous, and I feel like a lot of people don't know this stuff. They don't know, or they might know or don't know how to do it, or they might know but think it doesn't affect them. But it will
at some point.
At some point, it will.
Yeah, it's a bit scary.
And this is the reason why I love podcasts, because you can say whatever you want. It's the only last resort of
freedom
of speech that you can say whatever you want, and it's where you put it out there into the world, and the world is the judge. If your stuff is crap, you're not gonna get any followers. No one's gonna listen. You know, people only listen if they're interested in what you say.
Yeah, but then I feel like if that's the goal of your podcast, then you lose your freedom of speech because you're saying what people want to hear instead of
what you want to say.
What you want to say,
even if people are going to disagree with it.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I fear backlash. Not that anything we say is overly controversial, but sometimes we'll say some things and I'll think back and think, shit, I hope we don't get any, bad feedback from that. Only because it's like it's not meant.
Yeah, but it's only like, honestly, who are we compared to the rest of the world?
Yeah.
You know, who
Yeah, no, for sure. But if someone wants to get pissed off about something, do you know what I mean? If they want to jump on it.
But then again, who are they? Who are they?
Well,
you know,
who is anyone who does the whole cancel culture? Do you know what I mean? Like, but if I piss the right person off, and then their group gets on it, do you know what I mean? That's what I fear.
Well, it happened to that dude in Australia that had that podcast. He's a expat. He was a Samoan dude. I think he grew up at South Auckland, and he was on this podcast in Australia, in Sydney, and he was talking he was dissing South Auckland, where he's from. He was talking about how...
is that the girl Macaulay High School?
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was dissing Macaulay High School, the girls, the Samoan girls, or Islander girls, and the frame of mind Islanders have in South Auckland, where he's from, where he grew up.
Yeah.
You know, he was saying, they're losers, and didn't say those words, but it was like
that was the concept.
He was better than that.
Yeah.
That's why he moved to Australia.
And got out of that.
And, you know, you guys stick to your love lovers in the shops and all that stuff. You know?
Yeah.
So he got he didn't get cancelled, but there was outrage over here. And I don't know if you guys know Coconut TV?
Yeah.
Or Coconut TV?
Yeah.
They, there's someone on there that's like, he does social media stuff. He posted on the platform and just got around to everybody. It was on TikTok, and everybody was outraged, like, the whole thing. Anyway, he came back a week later with an apology on the podcast. The guy.
But do you think he would have apologized had he not got negative feedback?
No.
So then
No.
stand by your word.
Exactly. But it's like you're gonna say stuff. But for me, I'm like, who cares? That's what you think.
If that's what he thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
How does it affect you?
yeah. And
But is that because you're not from there and he wasn't talking about you and
well, even if they did, like, I imagine someone saying about Ranu
Yeah.
or West Auckland, where we're from, and
Yeah.
Islanders and that.
Yeah.
Well, it's still Islanders.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I thought, oh fuck, this is, I'm alright. Like, this is opinion.
Yeah.
Because if we don't have opinions, what do we have? I don't think. And the other reason why, like, a lot of people know the platform now. That's like free advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Wasn't his thing already kind of like a popular?
Yeah, but
Like-
now he's probably even more popular now.
Yeah.
Like, if you never heard of him, now you did because of this whole
Yeah.
fiasco. You know, like
Any type of publicity,
any
is
type of
publicity.
publicity.
Yeah.
But he's still talking. He's still on there. So
So, like, it was an apology and back to normal.
yeah.
So, really, what was the point of the outrage?
What's the point of outrage? But because it's all over now, they've said what they said. Let's move on.
Yeah.
I said, oh, well, so what?
What was that? What was your end game?
What was your? All you did was give this guy more views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's all you did. That's all you did. Give this guy more views. I mean, I don't agree with this guy, but you know, I understand. That's his opinion,
Yeah.
and all you did, you outraged, but all you did was give him more views.
It's blown over and he's moved on and
Yeah, and these
you're
guys have
still in
moved
the
on
same
too.
place. Yeah.
People that are complaining moved on too. So, yeah.
I don't know. It's a different world that, you know, we grew up in when we were even 20 years ago. Like, I look at girls who are 20 now and I think about what I looked like when I was 20. And I'm just like, what the fuck is in the water now? As well. Actually, even younger than 20, even 15-year-olds I look at and think when I was 15, man, like, where's that come from?
Well, see, we will never know because we were not brought up like them. Because our parents were different back then.
But I mean, like, if I look at a 15-year-old now, she could potentially look older. When I was 15, I look like a 15-year-old schoolgirl.
Yeah.
Do you know? Like, I feel like they're just getting too old too quick. Not mature, but I don't know.
No, I don't want to say social media, but
I
social
do.
media.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
That's
Social
what
media.
it's just like. Yeah, I mean, and here we all are
And
on
then you
social
look
media.
at like
but,
all the people they grow up watching and stuff. Like,
yeah.
the most I would ever do might be like cut my hair like Monica, you know. And you didn't grow up with like half naked girls
Nah.
singing songs and stuff. So
No, we grew up with like some classy little a little bit of gangster, but classy chicks as role models.
Well, if I remember my primary school days back in the 80s, like the only media we had was TV. And there's only two channels, TV1 and TV2.
Yeah.
I remember when TV3 first started.
Same. It was like this huge thing.
Yeah, huge thing, big deal.
Yeah.
But, again, just 3 TVs and then, 3 TV channels. And then when you go to school, all you talk about was the same things because we only watch the same things.
Exactly.
Because there's only 3 channels.
And we're all renting the same videos.
renting the same videos.
Exactly. Or, if you were my dad, for all of my childhood, fucking having 2 video players.
Yeah.
And dubbing from
oh,
from Blue Night, and having a wardrobe behind. Like, if you parted his clothes, there was a wardrobe of videos that he'd freaking thinged.
Just VCRs, eh?
Yeah, and it was it Polaroid? It was white with rainbows,
Yeah.
and then he'd put the sticker on and name it, and then he even had a folder with all the movies that he had, and there were columns for some family members.
All right.
And if they took it out, he would put a one by their name,
so that
he knew who. Yeah. Anywho, off topic, but yeah, that's all we had to look at. But that's what I mean by now. Look at everything that these kids have to look at.
I was going to say, that was my most enjoyable time to write the name of what I recorded.
Yeah.
to write on the sticker and put it on the video.
Did you do that as well?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And the cassette tape.
Yeah.
Cassette tape, yeah.
Yeah. And mine was writing all the songs, filling in in the cassette tape, writing all the songs in.
And the pull-out thingy.
Yeah.
I remember I had to wake up early. This was before Max TV. So I had to wake up early, watch, I think those music videos came on in the mornings on Saturday or Sunday or something. But RTI Countdown as well. Put the VCR in to record the songs and wait till the song comes on.
Yeah.
You know, RTI Countdown, they'll play the whole song, but then they'll show a number and they won't play the whole song.
Yeah.
And I used to get pissed off when it was a
Because
cool
you
song.
wanted to watch that one.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch that one. I used to get pissed off.
Yes.
But yeah, I would record it and then press pause at the end of the song and then wait till another good song comes on.
To make your own music video.
Yeah, I've still got those tapes back at my parents' house. The VCRs with just music videos, whole lot of music videos in the 90s, early 90s. And when Max TV came out, that was the best because, you know, you just wait and just record.
Did Juice come on Max or was Juice its own?
I didn't have Sky, so I didn't have Juice.
Oh.
But Max was on its own, yeah. Max was its own.
Yeah.
Had Tony.
Oh, that's it. I was just about to say, what was that
Tony.
chick's name?
Tony.
Oh, look at you smiling.
TV.
No, Tony.
She was a bit weird, eh? Like, she was a bit nerdy, but she was cool.
Yeah, how cool would that
that's
have
great,
been?
mate.
God, yes. But dude, this is what I mean. You know what? The good old days where you had to hunt for your stuff and actually do some hard work to make yourself a videotape or make yourself a tape
Oh, mate.
or tape over your parents' stuff.
Yep.
Just to but now, and it's how terrible is it of me to complain that now it's too easy. But I don't like that aspect. I want the hunt and the search and then the victory for finding something.
Well, that's the whole thing, right? That's what we've been talking about, like the changes
Yeah.
over time. Because when you're thinking about back then, it was so simple, right? And you're right, we had to hunt for stuff. But when we hunt for it, the reward when we do get it, it's
Yes.
so
I know.
satisfying. It's so
Especially being the only one who had
Yeah,
it as
yeah,
well.
Yeah, but then what comes before that is the hard work to get there, right?
Yeah.
Right. Because these days don't know about
No.
this stuff, man.
But no, and
They
this is
also
in
know,
every
yeah,
aspect of
the struggle of trying to record the song from a radio before the DJ comes in,
Yeah,
or you know,
or-
before the ad comes in,
Yeah.
and trying to get just that part of the good song on the tape. And be like, yes, now you can listen to it.
I used to
And
love-
all the editing, the record and dub over the parts that you
Oh,
weren't
yeah,
meant to
yeah,
get.
and then record,
Yeah.
pause, having it ready.
Yes, and just sitting there waiting, you know, the top 7 on my FM, like, you know, back in the day, you're just waiting for them to play your song or something. Fucking hell.
I didn't really record anything on radio. Because I didn't like... The DJ put me off.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't record anything. I just stuck to the music video. But I always like recording on a music video a soundtrack to a movie.
Yeah.
Because I showed scenes of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember recording Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because the scenes were coming on. There was a
Wait,
guy
what
that
was
does a rap.
that?
There was a rap guy. MC something.
Interesting.
It was the first movie.
Yeah, from way back in the day.
Oh, you can look it up, see what that song is. But yeah, see what that song is. But I remember that was one of my favorite videos because I like watching the clips.
Yeah. 1990 was the film, was it?
The first Teenage Mutant Ninja
Yeah.
Turtles, And then what was the other one? It was Batman in 1990 with Prince,
I'm trying to remember.
Pani Man.
Oh, wait, This Is What We Do by MC Hammer.
Nah, someone else. But yeah,
Do you mean like recording the music video because it had clips from the movie? In
Yeah.
It? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
like those are the best ones.
Riff did a song on it.
What did they? Oh,
Yeah. But other than that, it's no one else we know.
I'll name the others.
So MC Hammer,
Yeah.
High Tech 3. Oh,
High
Spin
Tech-
That Wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shit, I didn't know that was off there. Oh, that must have been his one and only song.
Yeah. That one and what was that? Yeah, there was a few. Oh, White Man Can Jump.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was me, man, just recording all these music videos. I should really buy a VCR. Do you know where you can get VCRs?
I don't
these days?
even know if you can, but I don't know.
I'm
That's
get
so
one song.
funny.
Wait, you know what? My mum and
watch my
dad
video.
probably still have one. I'd say so. I'd say so.
I might look on Trade Me, try to get a VCR, and then get all my videos back at my parents and just watch them all. See if
So-
they still work.
All my dad's videos don't work anymore. They kind of got like
Would they still have the
damp.
plug-in to plug into your TV?
Yeah, because it would just
Oh,
be
It'll just be the RCA.
yeah, RCA cables.
RCA cable. Yeah.
Yeah,
Far out.
But you can put them on CDs now, or DVDs.
probably.
You
I
can
reckon
take
it
to
would
a
be
place.
costly.
Right.
How cool would that be? There was one that circulated, like our group of friends, one video, someone's video. I'm trying to think. I feel like Eternal was on it mostly, and that circulated our friend group for a while. But
Music video?
Yeah, a music video that someone had made from pause record from wherever else.
Pause record.
Yeah,
Oh, London and Dirty Shame was another music video that was popular
I
because they had the movie on.
haven't seen that.
That was Jane.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there was another one. Mo Money, Mo Problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Babyface.
Yeah.
And who? Tony.
Was it that one?
Wait.
Or was that
The
what
best-
was the
what's the
Janet
best-
Jackson and Lisa
Yeah, look,
one?
Oh, no,
best
Janet
things
Jackson,
in
yeah,
life
yeah,
are
Janet
free.
Jackson. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
But did they have a song though as well?
Who?
Tony Braxton and Babyface. I mean, heaps probably.
Yeah, it was Boomerang. It was
Love should have brought you home.
Love Should Have Brought You Home.
No, there's another song. Together. Can't think. Anywho, yeah. Funny how it's always going to music.
It was that I remember recording and Martin.
Oh, see, I never got to watch any of
Back
that
in the
kind
days,
of stuff.
Martin, when
Nah,
it came on,
nah,
and In Living Color. Did you guys watch In Living Color?
nah.
Never got to see that.
Never got
No.
to. I had strict parents.
Really?
Happy to be, illegally record videos, but not let their kids watch that kind of TV.
How do you watch In Living Color? Do you did you have like
In Living
Sky or
Color.
something?
Nah, In Living Color came on TV2.
Was it like late at night?
Late at night. And I
Yeah.
stayed
Oh,
up.
that'll be
Yeah, we would have
why.
been in bed.
I stayed up to watch it so I can record it, and I recorded it. And it's the first time I saw Jim Carrey and Jennifer Lopez. She was on the first season because
Was she a dancer?
she was in one of the Fly Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched her documentary on Netflix.
That was a good one, eh?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I have a lot more respect for her after watching that.
Same. I don't know what I thought about her before, but it wasn't favourable until
Oh.
I watched that. I always liked her and liked her songs and liked her movies, but not
She's like
enough.
J Ho.
Yeah, but actually, I watched her movie and was like, oh man, she's such a hard worker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about all those marriages, man? Fuck.
I know, and just a
know.
recent one, right?
Well, she's back with Ben Affleck. Oh, they're married
got
again.
married,
yeah.
yeah.
But what's up with that? Did that give insight on what?
No,
No, it was
nothing
just
about
about-
relationships,
Oh, okay.
It was all about her lead up to the Super Bowl and
which was such a good story too, and how she got lumped in with Shakira.
Mm.
And it was all a whole focus on like,
That and the Hustlers movie.
yeah, which I haven't seen, but I almost want to watch now.
Yeah. And then you kind of, you go respectful, like the way she kind of stands up or represents her country. And like the backlash or like the stuff she had to deal with when she wanted to talk about immigrants. You know, how they were locking them in cages. And then the NFL or whoever it is, you know, telling you, oh, you can't do that.
But she did it in a sly way,
But she did it anyway, yeah, like in a,
symbolic, like
Yeah,
through her dancing
yeah.
and through her props way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good, man.
So it's all about her art.
Yeah.
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 Which,
Nev-
as much
ne-
as you want to know about her relationships, it was nice
Yeah.
Mm.
to have it separated.
Yeah.
Because
And then her childhood, I spoke about her childhood
Her
and
sisters
her
and her
relationship with her
mum.
mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see her kids heaps.
Yeah.
Like it looks like she has
full custody.
Yeah.
I'm making that judgment. eh?
Yeah, don't know. But it looked like it. Yeah. And she's a pretty hands-on mum.
Yeah.
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 And then you see that chick from New Zealand.
Paris Gobel.
Yeah, and them
some of her
choreographing
dancers.
dances and stuff together.
She's the one that give her the chance, the opportunity in the beginning. Yeah.
I don't know.
J-Lo, she gave Paris that first opportunity.
How amazing.
I don't know. I thought it might have been Justin Bieber with that Sorry video.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was the earliest I remember. But see that whole, how your perspective with J-Lo changed just because of that documentary. Maybe that's just one-sided, I don't know.
Yeah.
But with her history, well, to me, going through those marriages tells me two things. Either she was so busy in her career,
She didn't commit to the...
Of course, it will affect marriage. Maybe she shouldn't be married in the first place. Like, she's so busy, or she's not. She's like,
not committed.
Or
she's just
not
horny.
compatible.
not compatible. Yeah. Or probably not ready.
I don't know. How many has she had? She's had her dancer.
It's
She's
like
had
6 husbands, is it? Or relationships?
could be everything. All
But
of
if
the
you
above.
span that over 30 years, that's not too bad, is it?
It's just high profile.
6.
Yeah.
She didn't marry 6 times, but had
Big
that young guy,
relationships.
that dancer guy.
Yeah. Mark Anthony.
Who else? Mark, and then now four husbands. Is that right?
Because she never married Ben the first time, eh? He married the other Jennifer.
Oh, Jennifer Garner.
Yeah. Super randomly. The kids watched Daredevil for the first time. That Daredevil with Ben Affleck and...
Oh, the movie?
Yeah.
That sucked.
No, but because they're young, they loved it.
Yeah.
I chose that because I was like, oh, yeah, should be all right. And Luke was like, I loved that movie. And I was like, yeah, it was good, eh? It was corny as. But they loved it. But yeah, I think probably her relationships are so high profile and she was always, everyone wants to know who she was with. It must be hard to be public in a relationship. It's hard to be in a relationship anyway sometimes, let alone under scrutiny.
Yeah, because she was with Puff Daddy one time, eh?
I think.
And that's when she got that song from Bad Boy. Her first single when she started doing when she started going into R&B.
Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Another one off the train. With Big Pun and Joe, Fat Joe.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
I've got so many songs running through my head, but not that.
It was before. I think it was right before Big Pun died.
Well, that would be her second album, eh? Not the first one. Yeah.
Because the first one was more techno, eh?
Oh, was My Love Don't Cost a Thing on the first one?
No,
Was that the second?
I was waiting for tonight.
Ah, that is techno kit. There's even a dance
I like that
light
song.
scene.
Yeah, the green.
Yeah.
lights
And,
and
and the steam.
And
And
also
whatever.
first one, when she the first one when she's in the computer. The first song she came out with.
I know what you mean, but I don't know.
Can't remember now.
I don't know,
That's
but
fine.
yeah, maybe it is one-sided, her movie. And I never thought I had an opinion of her at all until I watched the movie and felt I cried a couple of times.
I felt sorry for her when she didn't get the nomination.
Yeah, same. I really thought she was.
And then you almost feel like,
Why would you put it in the movie? Cut it out. No.
but I almost feel like, racist. Eh?
Yeah, she got ripped off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I realised I must have had an opinion, but it wasn't strong enough for me to know what it was.
I think you just assume people like her just have this easy life, but then they have their own kind of sort of
Yeah, still
struggles
Human at
with
the-
their hard work and stuff.
end of the
Yeah.
day.
But I mean, if not getting nominated for a Tony or something is like your issue in life.
Then you're not doing too
yeah,
badly.
You're doing all right.
And I like her movies. I feel like, yeah.
I don't like her as an actor.
Oh, I like Made in Manhattan.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, I think it's a nice movie.
Have you seen The Cell?
So,
Is that good?
why are you talking? Nah.
Just going back.
The Cell. Is
It's
that
like
old
a
one?
mind horror kind
I
of.
saw it on Netflix.
Don't watch it.
Is it not that good?
Nah.
Oh,
There's-
okay.
Nah. So I've started because I'm doing it for some other reason.
Oh, what was that?
Because the other
The other podcast.
yeah. And I was like,
Is that the one where they're like all stuck in the cube and they're trying to figure out how to get out or something?
I haven't even seen it.
Yeah,
nah,
something.
she's a doctor or something, and they use when people are sleeping to get into their minds
Yeah.
to assist them in therapy.
But then she can't get out or something like that.
Yeah, I haven't got that far, but then something happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So because I watched the documentary, I was like, okay, I want to check that out now.
Is there a documentary on it?
No, the documentary about J-Lo.
Oh, right.
Because then I was like,
Yeah.
okay, let's check it. Because I know I like, her that Made in Manhattan. And there's another movie out that's recent at Netflix.
I never liked her movies because it's, when someone's, she just plays to that part in most of her movies where she's just a beautiful person. You know what I mean?
Where she just
A
can't be
stunning
ugly.
woman, and it just plays those kind of roles.
Like Out of Sight.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like her on the Out of Sight.
What's out of sight?
She's pretty hot. Yeah.
Yeah, was that her first one with George Clooney?
Yeah.
Yeah. And her fat ass.
You
But,
mean you feel like she's typecast?
yeah, like her movies are those
the
typical,
same, yeah.
I'm ugly, but really I'm pretty, and then I make it kind of thing. But like, I like her in Hustlers because she's just like she's
Down.
cool.
Yeah.
She's a cool character in that one, and I like her in that movie. But
Did she
not
play
the-
Selena? She did, eh?
Oh yeah, and Selena, yeah.
I've
The
never
movie
seen-
version.
I've not seen that.
Oh man.
Was that a good
Selena.
portrayal?
Well, I didn't even know the Selena before
Singer.
that movie, so
So for you, it was just a standalone story.
like I liked Selena from that movie.
Oh.
That's when I learnt about Selena.
Oh, yeah. So it came out in 2000, did it?
Piss off. Yeah.
I always see it on Netflix when I flick through.
Selena.
Oh, no, Cell. The Cell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nah, flick through.
Yeah, like I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
But because now I've watched that J-Lo thing, I'm like, oh, I'd give it a go. But I must have stopped to do something and I've not picked it back up again. Which,
You got a long list of movies you need to watch.
yeah, I definitely do. But I feel like I missed the boat on some and I don't care.
So what are these kind of movies?
Well, Selena.
Yeah.
What was that one we just talked about before? I've never seen,
Hustlers,
yeah, but
but the old school ones that you haven't seen.
yeah. Like, what was that one we were just talking about? And the best things in life are free.
No money, no problem.
Money,
Yeah.
no problem.
What's the movie with Peaches in it?
Peaches.
Yeah, but it's played by Will Smith's wife.
Oh, Set It Off. No.
Set It Off. So there's a movie with her. Never seen Poetic Justice.
Oh, true.
Yeah, just heaps of movies like that. Just because, what was I doing?
Above the Rim.
Nah.
My Man Kanja.
Yes, weirdly.
A Boys in the Hood.
Maybe once. maybe
Minister Society.
Nope. Nah.
Juice.
Nope.
Movies that. What were you into? Like movies.
I wasn't. Well, we'll see.
House Party.
Yeah, maybe with Kid and Play. But I didn't get a say in what movies we watched. My dad and my brother did, and it was always martial arts, and man movies. So I didn't get a say. And we weren't a family who were like, okay, it's your turn to pick the movie. It was just whatever Ralph says goes. And Isaac would be keen. My brother would be keen too, because it would be shit he would want to watch.
It was hard to watch those kind of movies when I was a kid.
Because of your parents?
Yeah, because of my parents. Especially like if there's like sex scenes. Man, that's the worst, man. When it comes on, you get in trouble. Wait, you get in trouble.
No,
Why'd you get this?
But would you know there was going to be that part? Nah.
You know?
I feel like in the 80s, they practically may as well have had sex in the movie. And then as it progressed in the 90s, they left it. It was still a little bit more. But now we leave it to the imagination. Like, okay, we assume that that's what happened at that scene when they close off, which I like. I don't need to see it. If it's, what's the word? Implied, Sweet. I don't need to see it. Especially if you're watching movies with people. You're like, oh, this is fucking awkward. Yeah. Like I feel like in the 80s it was terrible. It may as well have been pornographic.
Yeah.
And it's gotten better.
Well, that's the thing, eh? All those 80s movies, it's hard to find now on these streaming services you have.
Yeah.
You know? Like Labyrinth, that's a big one. When I was young, with everybody, or all the girls anyway.
No, yeah, see, we
sisters
were
and
allowed
that.
to watch that, which is weird. I think because my dad likes fantasy as well.
Oh, okay.
So we got to watch Dark
that's when you watched it.
Crystal,
Oh,
Labyrinth, Neverending Story. So that's when I got to, get a look in, but otherwise.
I went to Neverending Story at the movies, eh? I went to watch it at Henderson. The West Side Cinemas, did you ever go there when you
The
were a kid?
underground one? The one that's...
next to opposite Aussie Butchers.
Yeah. What did I watch there?
Jesus.
Jurassic Park and Lion King. Was it Lion King? Can't remember. Yeah, Jurassic Park.
And there was just one theater, eh?
Yeah, and you used to look it up in the newspaper.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. Where did we go movies? I think to the city.
Yeah.
Because even Hollywood Cinema we didn't really go to.
Where
On
was that?
Avondale.
In Avondale. I think I've been there twice in my life.
Oh, because that's your hood, eh? Avondale.
Yeah. Why is that like that? Yeah. I think I went there twice. Once as an adult. But I don't know why we never went to the movies there.
We used to go Henderson, West Side Cinemas, and then Point Chev Cinemas.
Where was that? I mean, in Point Chev, but where?
You know where the library is?
Yep. On the corner.
Across the road, where the kebab place is. That's the entrance to the movie theater
Oh,
that I
wow.
used to go to, and there's the back. I went there. I watched Ghostbusters because it wasn't open at West Side.
Oh, they didn't play it there.
Nah, but so what I do is like, because my dad always gets the Herald, and at the back of the Herald is where you see all the movies.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll just grab it and go to the back, straight at the back, and see what's on playing. And I'll cut out the posters, the movie posters of a cool movie that I like. I remember I cut out RoboCop, but I had the R, so I couldn't go watch it because of the R rating. But man, I just fell in love with RoboCop. Cut it out, put it on my wall.
I didn't even really think ratings were a thing back
Back
then.
then,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
Yep, they were. Because you try to go to like an R16 or something, and you had to have proof to go in. Can't remember what movies I was trying to watch that were
Yeah.
rated, but yeah.
who would pay for you to go to these movies?
Parents.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah.
I
Go with
grew
my
up with
parents.
some mean parents, man.
It didn't happen all the time because I think I only saw 2 movies at the Henderson one when it was open, and then after that I think it was the Newland one. The
Yeah,
Newlands,
yeah.
when they first started having like 8 cinemas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Village 8.
Village 8.
Yeah.
That's it. Next to Burger King.
And
And that
now-
was like an outing.
Yeah, God, yeah. Because that was almost seemed huge.
Yep. Can't remember what I watched there though.
You know what sucks about that building?
Is that?
It's still the same.
I know, but they've got furniture inside
Yeah.
it.
It's still got the same bloody
Real.
movie reel.
I know.
It's
Because
like,
it's probably too expensive for them to bring it down.
but how long has it been, man? Shucks.
But now there's reading cinemas in Newland now, anyway.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Yeah,
They're
that's
pretty good
nice.
because they're cheap.
$10, eh? Oh, I don't know if they're still 10.
When they first opened, it was $10,
Yeah.
right? And so, West City movies put down their price down to
you
$9.
have to, eh? You have to. Otherwise, you'll just be left behind.
It's like the KFC in Lincoln Road. They started making hot and spicy 24/7
Yeah.
because of Texas chicken.
Yeah,
With their hot
yeah.
and spicy.
That's it. That's how you have to be.
True, I didn't even realize that. I'm hot and spicy chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Texas chicken guy.
I like
Yeah.
the honey buns.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the gravy. Man.
I hate like every time I go there, like if I go drive through or whatever,
Yeah.
there's always something missing in my order when I get home. Every
Where?
single
Don't you hate
time. In Texas chicken.
Man, I got that with Uber Eats. I was like pissed off, man.
Because, yeah, it's like you paid for it. Why can't you just follow the...
Like there's not a time I've gotten something from Texas chicken and it's been
Been
like
full.
everything. Yeah. There's always something missing, and it's always like a coleslaw or the honey bun.
But the problem is we're not too lazy to check it.
Yeah.
We just want to take off.
Because you're conscious of people behind you, how long you've been in line.
But we shouldn't.
No,
We
you're
shouldn't.
right.
Yeah.
Should check.
Yeah.
Which is fine because you'll always check McDonald's before you take off from the
Yeah, because,
drive-thru.
they're synonymous with, like, that stuff. Do you know what I mean?
But you don't check Texas chicken.
Because they're famous for that. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it happens all the time. And, like, you wonder, like, they should be doing their job properly, man.
Did you?
I remember I got Uber Eats.
Yeah.
And they didn't put something in.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, man.
It's annoying because you want to eat it with everything that you ordered.
And there's no point saying, "Oh, hey, can you get it to come back?" Because by that time you'll have
Everything else is
eaten,
cold.
or
It's
it's
like-
cold. Yeah,
It's like, I want to eat my chicken and coleslaw with a honey bun, man. Fucking hell, where's the honey bun?
especially if that's the reason you went.
Yeah.
You know, the worst KFC, because I'm a hot and spicy guy, you say half and half.
Yeah.
Because my household doesn't like hot and spicy. So half and half. And then when you get home, it's not even half and half, it's just original. What the fuck, man?
So you don't even get what you want. You'll still eat it, but it's kind of like
And I feel like ever since Wicked Wings has been around, like you can't do original chicken anymore. It has to be spicy and hot now. Hot and spicy.
Yeah. But for me, Wicked Wings are too small.
And they're like $30 now. It used to be like 20.
Jesus.
But like, you can't even do your job up there.
Have you worked at a
fast food place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you?
I did.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Like, I never have, so I can never be like, fuck, how hard is it? Because I don't know. I've never worked.
Well, I worked at Burger King in Queen Street
Oh
on
yeah.
the graveyard shift on Friday and Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? It's crack up because I
You get all the
Yeah, the
interesting
drunk-
people.
get the drunks, man. You get the drunks coming, and it was so interesting and so funny. We had this manager, and she was pretty big, like obese, and she worked the same shift I was working, like overnight.
Yeah.
And like when that is sad, but when like there's a problem in the till, and you need the manager to come and swipe the thing to open the register to change the order.
Yeah.
So she's always at the back. So when someone like, oh, I need swipe the card, and did a mistake, she had to come out. You know, the line was packed full of drunk people.
Oh. Oh no.
And and then I'm at the back like making the burger, and I can hear like everyone going, "Whoa!" And then you hear the comments like, "What the fuck?" Like, wow. When I'm trying to make the burger, I'm just like, oh man,
Oh.
that's so sad, man. But hey, that's what it is, man. People are drunk, man. That
Fuck.
time of night.
And probably thinking they're saying it quietly.
Yeah.
But
No,
you know.
but no, they're shouting it.
Yeah. Wow.
Fuck that's me.
Poor thing.
But you know, every single time, it's not like you go out and you don't hear anything. Now you hear, you will hear, because the line is constant.
Yeah.
People are coming out of their clubs drunk, wanting their feed,
Because were you 24/7?
and we had a security guard outside.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we were 24/7 at Burger King downtown.
Yeah, I think
So-
I've had many a actual burger there. To be honest.
But I remember Danny and all them used to come in, just to chuck some extras.
Were they
extras
some
in
of
the
them
bag.
too and be like, wow. Was that them as
Nah, we
well?
had the different managers sometimes. But when she was, oh man, fast over. Yeah, she'll come out. And
I feel sorry for it.
you just, especially, man, what the fuck? Oh my gosh.
But did she register any of that?
Man, I was.
Or she
I didn't want to.
you don't want to
ask
look.
her. I
Yeah.
don't want to.
Yeah.
You know, I was embarrassed for her.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, but you know, it is what it is, man. You just can't. I understand people are drunk.
Yeah.
You know, it's
expected.
it's the late 90s. There's
Yeah, so no cancel culture.
There's no cancel culture at that time. There's no fat shaming at that time. You know,
Yeah.
you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
There's no anything.
Yeah.
So there's racism. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, it is. That's what it is. It is what it is.
racism is open. You know,
Racism is encouraged.
It's a different time, man. And
Yeah.
You're allowed to be a Karen.
you're allowed to be Karen. Exactly. Man, internet was in its infancy. Man.
Oh my gosh.
And that's it, eh? That's the thing back to social media. You know what? Everyone has something to say now and can say it behind a keyboard as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. But that's what they call them, eh?
Yeah.
Keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
But is that a word from people that can't handle these people? Or can just... Because I see all the time, like, you're just keyboard warrior.
Yeah. Probably because they wouldn't say it in person, but they're happy to attack from behind the safety of their, not their real name, and you know.
Exactly.
And
but what I'm saying is, like, if that's the way it is, because social media allows it, then that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Well, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? I mean, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Do you know what? That's sometimes why I can't be bothered commenting on anything, because I can't keep up with the back. You know what I mean? The backlash,
Back and forth.
the back and forth. Like I just want to say what I want to say. I'm not really here for the rest of it.
Just post and walk away. That's what I do.
But
Post and walk away.
Yeah, but I'll probably be butthurt if I read some of the things some people said.
Well, but that's it. You know, that's it. And that's the way I was in the beginning. Like, especially with the podcast. Like,
Yeah.
when you put it on platforms like YouTube, you open the comments. Because there's an option to not have comments.
Yeah,
But
you
no.
want to read.
But I want to...
You want to see it all.
No, I don't want to see it. I just want people to engage
Sure.
with it. Like, if that makes you...
If that sparks something.
If that, in your mind, you need to say something,
Yeah.
you say it.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's not going to affect me
It's not going to change
one way or
anything.
another. It will help you, like, let something out.
Yeah.
Might be a mental health thing. That's a real mental health thing. Like, if you need to let something out, no matter what bad or good, negative or positive it is, you know, at least it's something you're letting out.
Yeah.
Well,
That's all it is, though. Because if you're having what are you contributing to commenting stuff, really? Because it's not like face to face or real life. You're
yeah. I don't
It's
take
just
it.
a
I don't take
comment,
it
like-
personally.
But people do.
People do,
Yeah.
but I feel people have to understand that that's how social media is. It's like a train you
fake.
can't stop.
No, I know, but like there have been a lot of lives ended on
But until
from
we
social
figure
media
out how,
not to moderate it, but to accept.
because I think we're teaching people to do the opposite. We're teaching people to make it worse. Because if we're teaching people to say, "I'm going to cancel this guy for what he said," you can't say that it's mental health. You can't. Why are you saying that for?
Instead
blah.
of just being like,
We're not teaching them to be more resilient and say, "Who is this person? Who are you? I don't know you. So you don't affect anything what I do."
Yeah.
Like, we're not teaching that.
yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
But what if it
are
is
these
someone
people?
who
All we do is give them names. We
has
give
that
them
sway?
trolls. Now they're called trolls,
Yeah.
right? Now trolls is a thing. If you're a troll, then we've got to stop trolls. It's not an individual. It's a group
Yeah.
of trolls. If you're an individual that has something to say, we'll just put you in the group of trolls. Now you're a troll. We don't like trolls. It's got nothing to do with that person, what they think.
Yeah.
Even though we don't have to care about what they think. They put on another. They put another layer to it, which is unnecessary. You know.
Yeah, I just wonder about my stance on social media now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you guys have kids. Like, how do you guys think of media with the kids and that?
I think you can't escape it. You kind of have to just roll with it, and I guess teach them more about themselves so that they're not built on how they come across on social media. Like, it's not real life. Like,
Not built on likes.
yeah, so it's not real life. Or social media isn't real or whatever. Like, it's a real, but in real life it.
That's
doesn't
what
mean
matters.
shit.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't.
No.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
And my kids are too young for me to worry yet.
But I mean, like, you know, because back when being younger kids, like, you couldn't even get one, like, Nintendo, Sega, or fucking anything. Like, it was very rare.
I know.
You knew, like, you might know one person who's got a Game Boy or a Sega game at home, but like, it was very rare. You know, today everyone's got a phone. Like it's
a necessity.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever age you are, you have a phone.
Yeah. Or a
Whether
tablet.
it be like you have one just for so your parents can be in touch with you after school or whatever. Everyone has a phone and it's a normal thing. Like you can get an $80 phone for your kid, and there's like you can't escape access like that with social media. So yeah, it's a hard one, but yeah.
And that's why I said before, like we're learning as we go. We don't know what the effect is, but we're just changing the rules as we go along. Like, see, even with this that Australian dude that went down Christchurch and killed all those at the mosque, the mosque shootings, like that was on social media.
I know.
Like we didn't know, like the people in charge of social media.
They're not going to realize that wasn't the intention.
Yeah, but that's something. Oh, hang on, wait.
Yeah.
See, we don't know what the rules are.
Yeah.
We're just going along.
Because there's no precedence for
exactly.
it. Yeah. So everything has like probably an innocent, beginning intention, and it's how we've all manipulated it to have negative.
Yeah, it's unforeseen.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. It's so easy to get caught up in if you let yourself.
Yeah, that's right. It's unforeseen.
Yeah.
So we're quick to change the rules, not knowing those consequences of
those
that
changing
rule
those
change.
rules.
Yeah. And then something else happens. Oh, wait, can we backtrack?
Yeah.
Because I think what happens is that now you get cancel culture. Now you get all this other shit happening.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then, oh, no, we didn't mean that. But
wait.
Can we bring it back?
How?
But then, it's too late because cancel culture is already a thing.
Yeah. Like all those COVID disclaimers didn't start happening until like misinformation was coming out.
Yeah. But see, they were cancelling everybody that talked about COVID in a way where it's controversial, like it's not real.
Yeah.
Like,
it's the government.
Yeah, it's the government. It's a higher power. It's Illuminati. and that just caused everything to be shut down.
Yeah. Oh, shit, sorry.
And now they're realizing, oh, wait, hang on. Okay, COVID's coming down now.
Yeah,
people
let's broach it differently.
Yeah, let's approach it differently now. Let's open the borders again. Let's not wear masks. See, we're just taking things as they come.
Figuring it out along the way.
Yeah, figuring it out along the way.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone who doesn't have social media that isn't like elderly?
I do. I have a cousin who has no Facebook, Instagram.
Living their best life.
Only one person. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Jack doesn't.
What's the which is weird because he's in IT.
Yeah.
What's the reason?
Well, he said like the reason was because he doesn't want to be on any database.
Like
he sort
off
of
the
understood,
grid kind of in terms of social
yeah.
media. He understood.
But not even social media. Social media was like the last thing on the list. Like his thing was not being on any.
Not on the internet
data at all. So soon, because if you think about it, as soon as you put your name down on anything online,
it's sold
comes
straight
up.
away.
it's there forever.
Yeah.
And if you can imagine, like, how many times you've done that for the last 5 years.
Well, now mine asks to autofill with my details because...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because
exactly.
Google's just like, do you want us to autofill this? And you're like, yeah, great, easy.
I think it's like all connected. So even your bank account and all that, they know everything. They know everything.
But I'm also kind of like, well, what am I doing that's, who, like, really?
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
What am I doing that's I care that anybody sees?
See, that's the thing. Like, because this all started to happen after 9/11, especially in the United States, because they became paranoid.
Yeah. So wanted to just like
so they just track everything.
Yeah. So we can get this before it gets us again.
Yeah. That's right. But the thought of the public getting tracked just angered a lot of people.
But
even though it doesn't affect them directly, like you're right. Well, what am I doing that?
Yeah. So if I'm angry, is it because someone's going to know I'm now looking up how to make a bomb? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I'm never doing any of that, so I don't personally care what's out there on me.
Yeah. But people do care. That the even notion of them could do that to me.
Do you care?
They're angry at that. That's what they're angry at.
Yeah, I just
like it's all a mission of privacy.
I don't.
Sort of thing.
But Yeah, I guess. That's what you sign up for, though, when you go online, I suppose.
Because apparently they can tap into your laptop and use your
Camera
camera
to look at you.
even though you're...
It's not active or it's not on
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you've not given it permission.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is scary for them when the laptop's in my bedroom and I'm getting ready for work. That's scary for them.
See, that's
not
the thing.
me.
That's the thing. But see, I can have my laptop open when
Yeah.
I'm getting ready for work, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no reason for them to look at me.
No, I know. Like,
But they can if they wanted to.
But they can have
That's
one,
the
and
thing.
that's the thing that angers people.
yeah, I mean, I get it. I definitely get it. But like I say, I just don't think I'm doing anything I give a shit about.
Like they
at
might
all.
write randomly one day, oh, what's Linda up to? Oh,
Oh,
all these years.
eating again. Nah.
Like, yeah. I think it's more that they can do that if they wanted
No,
to.
I know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I definitely get it. And still, it does not bother me.
Yeah.
Like,
Because if that's the case, then that's so every single crime in the world, eh?
no,
No.
you're right. You're using it for the wrong thing, eh? Yeah. Which is that whole black box thing. Do you know what I mean? They're like, if a black box survives, why can't they make the whole plane out of the black box? It's the same thing. It's like, if you can do that, how come you can't use it to do
Yeah.
other things? For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
But see, you might not be the target for them, but your connection for something else
Yeah.
might cause them to look at you. for some reason.
sure. But I might not even know.
Yeah. But it's just the fact that they
That
got
they
the power
can.
to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without asking you or.
Yeah.
I think it used to trip me out that I would Google like something face exfoliant things. You know those things, those brushes that are automatic on your face,
And then it comes up with
on my
vibrators.
sure no, and then on Facebook, all the people, all the ads
Oh, yeah.
would be those. That used to trip me out before I realized, oh, duh, this is fucking connected. But because they're trying to be smart. And is that what you're looking for? Cool. Start tailoring, things to that. But then it started to piss me off because it was like I looked it up once. I don't need it anymore, and now it's all over my feed. So that's all they'll be getting, some real boring shit on my feed.
But yeah. But even if you think about, because I think about all the stuff we've entered in the internet.
Oh
They
yeah.
can put, if they want to paint a picture of your life, they could. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
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 God, yeah.
I mean, it's like it's a deal with the devil, right? If we don't do it, then we can't live like how we. It's like
You have no access.
you take our phone
Yeah.
away. What are we gonna do?
Yeah. Which is actually a really terrible thing, right? What did we do before?
Can we go back to what we did before?
Well, what did we do before? We used to talk to
I
people.
wouldn't be able to get around without Google Maps.
But then you'd have to just
I
get
went to
an
the
old
map
school
buffet.
map.
And I'm not very good at reading maps. So
Gotta get the wisest map.
Yeah.
BP. But man, I remember like the only communication was the landline.
Yeah. And if that was tied up,
If that was tied up, or you can't even
Second
make a
caller.
plan. You can't even make a plan, eh? Really, unless you show up at the right time.
yeah, unless no one's running late because you can't text
Yeah.
and say, oh, I'm 5 minutes away, my bus is late, or whatever.
eh?
But how did we manage? We managed.
I
I'll
think we
meet you
just-
around the corner
We
or-
just
showed
showed
up.
up. We just
Yeah.
showed up.
because we weren't on our phones distracted.
or you drive around and be like,
Show up
hey,
to
should
the
we go
house.
here on this day?
Yeah.
It was good though. It happened.
Yeah.
And now we can't like arrange an event without, and putting it on Facebook and inviting everybody on Facebook.
Creating a page.
Yeah, like we just
Creating a chat.
chat.
creating chat groups or going out of that and just chatting to one person from the group or do you know what I mean?
Do you guys get invited to chat groups that like is just for one occasion
Yeah.
and then
We've
it's
just-
there forever?
Yeah, we've got
Yeah.
one just been
And then
started up
people
for
keep
camping.
talking on it and you want to leave, but
Yeah,
then
you
it says,
wanna
honey, we'll
leave?
leave the
Yeah,
group.
yeah. And so our friend did that recently.
You
She
wanna
left
leave?
all our groups. And I go, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, we just had too many fucking groups.
Just cleaning up my inbox.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I thought you were mad with us.
Man, that's funny because you know how I got two Facebook
Oh,
things.
yeah.
But I'm on the because I use one just for family only.
Yeah.
So I'm on the family chat on that one. But then they add me on my sister added me on my other one.
So there's two of you in
There's two
the.
of me on one. And I don't want to cancel one. I don't want to.
So do you get two notifications?
Yeah, I'll get two. But I don't want to cancel one of them The one I want to cancel out.
Yeah.
Because I don't want that note to come up, that notifications come up that Cameron has left.
Yeah,
Oh shit, they might think.
No, you shouldn't be like, oh, he's left, and then watch what they say about you. No, but I always think it's a statement when someone leaves a group.
Oh, it is. It is.
Yeah.
And people get angry.
Yeah.
People get mad.
When people leave the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'm that person because I'm like, oh, fucking sure. Like, you know what you're doing when you leave the group. Like, you're making a statement like, fuck this, I've had enough of you guys. Especially if it's a family chat.
Especially when you leave the group after an argument.
Yeah. And that's
straight away,
you drop the mic, you drop the mic, leave the convo, and we can't say anything else because you're gone. And you've left.
So my plan is to try and wait till like there's a lot of chatter.
Oh, and so that it gets hidden and gets lost.
I'll just leave. So, but I don't want to leave and there's no chatter after.
Yeah.
Like, oh, guys.
I want like some
Every
more
time
chatter.
everyone goes into the chat, where'd it come and go?
Instigate a massive chat.
Oh.
Like where everyone has to say something.
But then you get the chats where it's just in order to meet up somewhere. But that chat stays forever unless no one deletes them. So you end up to have all these chats over the years. And then when someone does say something, it's funny because someone says something, oh, is anyone still on this chat? Nah, man. Oh, I forgot about this chat. This was like 3 years ago.
And then what? You start up a chat in the group again? Nah, yeah.
I hate how you can't find the chat, so you create another chat with the same people, and then you lose that one amongst all the chats.
Yeah.
Then you create another one with the same people.
So even chats are like hard to navigate. Eh? But it's funny all those little things. Eh?
Yeah. But how would we manage before? I mean, I think I rarely text anybody anymore.
Oh yeah, remember when Texas was like gold 20 cents? 20 cents. We always worried about the amount of texts you got.
Yeah,
left.
exactly. Yeah. Get your balance for your text messages.
Oh yeah, 777 bell.
So then you'd like ration out your text messages.
Now people doing texts when they know they're offline on the other platforms. Eh?
Yeah. But it's weird. Like I have so many ways to, like I think we all chat on Instagram chat.
Yeah.
Facebook
Messenger,
chat. Yeah, Messenger chat.
Yeah.
And there's people who will WhatsApp chat,
Yeah.
work Google Hangout chat,
Oh my gosh.
Viber, and it's nuts. All the different chat mediums.
Yeah.
Like, but I hate talking on the phone.
Me too.
Like, don't ring me.
I think that's another thing. No one wants to talk on the phone anymore.
No, just text me.
I never liked talking on
What
the
is
phone to begin with.
But it's more convenient.
No, text me. I don't want to talk on the. If
Really?
we're texting and you ring me, I'll be pissed off.
Yeah.
And I'll have to
Really?
pick up because
People-
we've just been
people will ring and
texting.
you'll be like, fuck
Why
man,
you just text
me.
back?
Why is that? Is that visual privacy?
I think we've just.
Because yeah, I don't know. I just don't like talking on the phone if it's small talk, or you have to be like, oh hi.
Yeah, but whereas you can fake a text,
Yeah.
smiley face, crying face.
See, I don't like answering my phone at work.
What do you mean? Your professional work phone to talk to a client?
No, that's okay. But like when the boys call me at work,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel
Is it
uncomfortable.
because you've got your ghetto voice and then you've got your business voice?
That's it.
Yeah, I have that too, but I just take the call somewhere else.
Yeah, I shouldn't do that, but yeah, I shouldn't be uncomfortable. I am. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
It's that professional voice versus the everyday voice.
yeah. But I think my team are very well accustomed to my multiple sides. So if someone called, I would be fine.
But I shouldn't care about that because this day and age is all about diversity, and I think people appreciate when you talk how you talk. For
But
real.
it might scare them if you talk how you talk because you've never talked like that for how long have you been at your job? 10 plus?
20 plus.
But at the same time, you have to be able to have those different voices or hats or whatever, because professionalism.
Especially as a brown person. Well, do you know what I mean? Like we're
You
not.
need to be able to float,
Yes, you need to be
Yeah.
able to
fit in.
I guess so. Like if you're in a certain group of people at work, you talk a different kind of way.
Yeah.
And then when you go to lunch with your mates, you change. You know, don't you? I do. I fit it. What's the word? Acclimate almost to my environment.
I feel like this whole thing is gonna be part of the whole changing of the society, the diversity. Because now they're gonna say, "Nah, you gotta talk how you talk.
You don't
No
need
more-
to change to fit
No
in.
more professional talk anymore." It's gonna be part of that movement, whatever it is.
It's so natural though to be like that. I almost do it to. I don't know why. Actually, I just
Well, communication is the first thing.
and you
Like
just
if you communicate like that, at least your message is gonna be there. Like it's gonna be understood.
Yeah, but also you're almost faking it.
It is fake, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm okay with it.
it's almost like you have to neutralize yourself just so you can
Fit in.
do your job. Or
Yeah.
yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I know when I talk like that to clients or to other consultants, it's like almost I think of a way that they understand. That's why I talk like that. If I don't, then they won't understand.
Sure.
So that's constantly in my head when I'm talking.
Mine is purely a slotting into a slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm talking to a whole bunch of white people and I'm not going to talk to them about what I talk to another group of people about. So I'm slotting into each slot. And then if I'm on the phone and depending on the tone of the person, I'll almost change my tone to match theirs.
Right. It's all about communication there.
I guess so. And
Yeah.
maybe I'm just, But I've
Yeah.
never thought about it before, but I know I do it.
I do it too.
But I'm also okay with it. Like it's not, I don't feel slighted because I have to change.
It's funny because there's times on the podcast in the past where we had Islanders in here and straight away they're talking professional.
Really?
Come on, man.
What is that then?
I don't know. I think it's especially the ones that work in corporate world.
Sure.
know?
Sure, you want them to know that.
I'm looking around to see any there's no white people around here.
Yeah.
Those little things are funny. But yeah, I think, with all this stuff with society, the changes in that, even with, because this comes back to me when I think about it, this comes back to diversity, what they're trying to do. Like, in your workplaces, we talked about this before.
Yeah.
But in your workplace, have they put a lot of emphasis on diversity? With people coming to work in that?
Not really.
Would your job be quite diverse anyway?
It's yeah, it is, but not really. Does that make sense? I don't know what I'm trying to say. It is diverse, but still not much color to it. Does that make sense? Yeah.
But that's because of the people who are qualified to do your job, eh? Like who are coming out.
Yeah.
Who are coming out.
Yeah.
It's not like you can say we need this amount of Samoans, we need this amount of Asians, we need this amount of people. It's you get who you get coming out.
Yeah, but you can if you wanted to. You know what I mean? But just don't. Yeah. When the service that you're providing, especially where I am, is mostly coloured, the people who are using it, the percentage is larger, more brown people than other colours, other races. Why am I saying colours? But the stuffing doesn't match that.
So there's a communication sort of barrier.
Yeah. All the time.
So that's what it all comes down to, communication. How can you...
And relatability.
Yeah.
Like you'd feel more comfortable.
Like you're not going to speak to a non-brown person and be like, hey, bro. Or,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And can be casual and, whatever about it. You might be like, hi, excuse me.
slotting into that
Yeah,
slot. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what you have to do to make people comfortable, especially in your job. You kind of got to speak the same
Language, yeah.
in a way. Yeah.
So what I'm trying to get at is like diversity is trying to change all that.
Yeah.
Diversity is trying to change all that. So we're comfortable being ourselves.
Yeah.
Anywhere. Like we're comfortable. Yeah, we're comfortable just talking how we talk. If that's the result thereafter.
Yeah. How do you get there though?
Well, it seems like they want a whole lot of inclusivity everywhere in the workplace.
Yeah.
You know.
For the wrong reason.
I think it's tokenistic, yeah.
Yeah.
If that's what they're... Because, I mean, you're never going to change
Well, who's
the way
complaining
people
about
think
it?
about other people or different races. You're never going to change that. It's always going to be there. So if there's anything kind of like normalizing diversity and being yourself, it'll just be like a tokenistic thing. That's...
You feel sick of the hand there.
Like. Yeah. Like, just to say, oh...
Tick a box.
We did that.
Yeah.
We're diverse because of this that we did.
Yeah. We've got 5 Chinese people, 3 brown, whatever. Yeah.
So that's a hard one. Yeah.
Because there was a story a few years ago in Harvard University where there was a group of students that came out and said there's too many Asians at Harvard.
Wow.
But they were the ones like academic. They were the ones that are high academically.
They are, yeah.
And they could
Get there.
They could get there and work there.
Yeah.
But then the students, they're the group complaining about it. It needs to be more diverse. Why is there...
But wait, because for me, when you first said that, I actually just thought it was racist. And they're using diversity as a nicer way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if there were... If the fact was that all these Asians, why they got heaps of Asians there is because they're good at school, they're academic.
Yeah, they're earning their places.
Yeah, they're
there.
in their place there.
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
That's what I mean.
They should be there.
Yeah.
But they want more diverse.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
You know, and that's the thing I don't agree with.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want that to affect like Polynesians or any other person of color because that's where the token thing comes in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You're not there just because of your skills.
Because you earned it.
You're there because of the diversity.
Yeah.
We need equal amount of
These people.
Bums on seats.
Yeah. And then who suffers?
Yeah.
The service that's given to the people.
Yeah.
Because another example is if I need a heart transplant and I go to the hospital and the best surgeon, say the best surgeon is one particular race, right?
Yeah.
But this hospital is more diverse, so
you're getting the best of their best, but not the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's.
But I feel like we're doing that now. We're putting words on situations like this to patch over, or not patch over, but like the diversity thing. But we're doing it to lots of situations.
Yeah.
So it's like not really a solution.
What's the thing about trying to see? I think the thing what people get confused is equal opportunity versus equal outcome, right? The diversity thing looks like an equal outcome, where what we want is equal opportunity because there's 2 different things. Yeah. You can't force the outcome. You got to go back to the. That's what I said. You got to go back to the kids, go back to the schools, and make sure that they're going their opportunity to go where they want to go.
Yeah.
Like not because you're good at sports, so you're gonna be a rugby player. We determine your future right now. You're big, so you're gonna be a rugby player.
Yeah.
So go that way. You're not gonna be a scientist or but we don't get that opportunity when they're young. But I think diversity has to start at the schools, start at the kids level.
Yep. That's a tough one. Because even at kids' levels, you're still making assumptions and being tokenistic even at that level. So, it's just...
Well, education is hard too, because then you got your have and have nots there too.
Yeah.
You got your lower decile schools and you got the best schools to go to. and it's hard to, It's almost like you need to have every school equal.
Exactly. Like, I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Why not?
Mm.
Like, what affects that?
Well, money.
Yeah, it's not fair then. So then, distribute the money.
That's what
Equally.
deciles for, isn't it? So lower deciles would get more money.
Yeah, but it's still not working. Still not working. I mean, I think there's a big gap between rich and poor. That low decile schools, even though they
Doesn't
get money
even
from
matter.
it doesn't even.
It doesn't do
the
much.
rich schools still rich, are more richer than what the government gives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the history and all that. Yeah, there's and that's what we talk about, equal opportunity. Like, it's not even equal in education at the schools.
Yeah, at that level.
Yeah.
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 Gonna have I don't know.
So it's a hard one, like, when you're thinking about it, to find solutions.
Yeah, there's other things to fix.
Yeah. Because it goes all the way back to that.
Yeah, and I don't know who you guys voted for in the last elections, but with our government, I don't think they have the answer either. And I think the Labour Party are that party to do that, but they're not even doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's their job to look after the working class, the working people. But they're just worried about, I don't know, they're not prioritizing what's more important. Like right now, like, food prices has gone up.
Fuck yes.
Inflation. Our wages ain't going up, but the cost of living is. Rent's gone up. They put the price of petrol down, but still not what it used to be.
It doesn't match up.
Yeah.
Well, like, was it last week when I was at Pack and Save, and a cabbage was $7.
Oh, I know. Even a cucumber
And I
is
was
$7.
Holy shit. And then I went to my mum's that Sunday, and she had cabbage. And I was like, oh my God, you're a rich guy. And she's like, why is it? Because you got a cabbage. And she's like, I only got half a cabbage. But yeah, $7 cabbage. What the fuck?
Yeah, but even if you go to like a restaurant, you can't even. Even McDonald's, man, is good to feed your whole family.
Yeah.
Go to McDonald's to feed 3 kids and
Yeah.
it sells close to $100 nearly.
Yeah.
I'm only talking about McDonald's.
Definitely, yeah.
That's like restaurant kind of price.
Yeah.
It is.
But nah, man, inflation, man. I don't know. I know the house prices come down a bit, and they said there's gonna be a crash soon. But still expensive.
I can't imagine owning a house in Auckland.
It sounds like they make it hard for you to even think about getting one these days. Why don't they bring back rent to buy?
Some places do that, don't they?
I don't know. I remember back in the 90s or 80s, it was a thing that you could rent to buy. Because there's like hundreds of thousands of people here who will never be able to buy their own home. But if you gave them the opportunity to rent, because they pay so much fucking rent anyway, like they'd have their own home.
I heard there was something. See, I don't know much about rent to buy, but I know I heard there was something that was that you had to give in. It's like there was something in the in that sort of process that you had to give in. That's like you had to give up something. It's good to have, but then it's more expensive, or
like what am I? I don't know.
Like if you wanted to buy a house, you have to give up something. Or rent if you want to rent to buy.
It's different to just buying a house, putting a deposit and buying a house.
Oh, you just need the.
Like as long or they can take it off you inside. I don't know.
Oh, if you're to rent to buy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know about it either,
but I guess people will be like, fucking all good because this is the only way I'm going to get it. Like I'll just take that on with those risks and whatever.
True. Or if you missed a rent payment. I don't know. It's just got to be another option to just renting someone else's house for the rest of your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, paying someone else's mortgage.
And, you know, the way wages and inflation and all that is, like,
It's just impossible.
Some people just never, even if you had two working people or you made good money, it's almost like you still can't, it's not something you can do, ever. Unless you already had a home.
Yeah,
like in the
or
early
you
2000s.
or you know, had your parents help you out, or had a good situation, or got a good opportunity, or whatever. I just feel like, I don't know. There was a period where I thought I was so turned off by buying a house that I just made a decision that I wasn't going to.
Yeah, I was at that stage too. I was like, what's the point?
Yeah, but now
You can be locked in for 30 years.
Yeah, but also I'm like, but locked into security at least for my kids and us, and not moving again, and
in debt anyway. I mean,
kind of, yeah. You're always paying that amount of money to someone else. You may as well pay that amount of money and a bit more or more to your house. So my mind is changing again.
Yeah, I'd say I'm thought as you. But then, because I always fell back to the house where I grew up.
Yeah.
And it was owned by our family anyway. So
Same, but then I'm also like, but what would I do with that if when it, when that time comes, I'm not moving there.
you could use it to buy your own house.
True, but that time is a very long time away. So in that time, I could have, you know what I mean? Like I could have just done my own, and then when that comes along, that helps put a lump sum on my existing house. But they don't make it easy for you.
even with the KiwiSaver thing, eh?
Even with KiwiSaver, yeah. There's so many stipulations around it, and I'm almost kind of like, just give me back my money then. Keep your whatever you put in, but give me mine back then. Because I've got a nice little sum there that I wouldn't have saved myself. But if you're going to be like that, why is it so hard for me to have it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the bank owns it now. Is that how it works?
Well,
Your invested money?
Well, I don't know. You were only, it's either your super or your house. That's it. But it's like, well, I put it in, so just give it back to me.
Man.
I don't even know.
You know, I was going to say, did you hear on the news about that doctor that wasn't a doctor for so many months?
What, at Waitak?
At,
No, that's what you were asking her.
at Auckland, I think. It was on the news today.
Really? How did they get away with that?
They caught, I don't know what kind of doctor he was, but they caught him.
A gynecologist.
He wasn't qualified. They found out, but he was practicing as a doctor for the past 6 months.
So what kind of checks do they do?
That's what the radio was. Yeah, it was just the radio.
How do you get away with that? That's like really hard.
But also it's like, good on you. Catch me if you can situation.
Yeah, it was they called him it was on the news, imposter. They called him imposter.
Have they caught him and has he been arrested or?
Well, they were talking to all the patients he had.
Yeah. And what were they saying? He was a great doctor. Or there was something dodgy about him. I knew it.
What kind of a doctor was he?
Oh, man. I have to look it up, but yeah, it was in the news today.
There's so many things wrong with that situation.
Was his name Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah. That's the first thing I thought about. But also, why go through all the work to do that? What was what
was your main end game?
Yeah, wonder what the point of that was.
Do you think he was just didn't pass and then pulled it off, got a job? He wasn't qualified?
I mean, how is he getting paid?
Because I don't know how the process goes. Do they know you're qualified or something?
Yeah, like surely you're on some type of register or roll or whatever.
Maybe they hadn't got around to it.
Well, that's fucking terrible.
6 months.
Yeah, and that you're, seeing patients and hopefully not performing operations.
Be interesting to know what kind of a doctor.
I should look it up.
Yeah, we need to know.
Yeah, man, I was just thinking, fuck.
Unless he had all these fake documents and hacked the internet and chucked his name into the register or something.
Jesus, that's some movie shit.
He should be a doctor for everything that he did to get away with it.
Yeah. Honorary.
Here it is. Okay. Police investigation alleged imposter doctor at Middlemore.
Oh, Middlemore.
A man allegedly used fake documents to secure a job as a doctor at one of the country's busiest hospitals where he saw dozens of patients. Staff understands the man worked in the respiratory department, Middlemore Hospital in South Auckland for several months before it was recently discovered he was not in fact a registered doctor. He's confirmed to file a complaint to the police who are understood to be investigating.
Who?
Spokesperson for the organisation said the man was employed in February on the basis of documentation that was not authentic. He worked as a clinical research position, was no longer employed by Counties Manukau, and a complaint has been made to the police, the spokesman said.
I'm just texting my auntie, she's an RN there. I'm just going to say, did you work with the imposter?
So a clinical researcher, that means he's not doing anything like...
Oh, he's not like operating
not
or
consulting.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
Sounds like...
still...
he's like assistant doctor.
Because you can be a... if he's a clinical research doctor or whatever he was doing in the respiratory, then he wouldn't... I don't think he'd be doing any consultations.
Oh, right.
If you're a clinical researcher, sounds like officey.
Oh.
I wonder how he got caught out. Like, there wasn't there patients involved?
Because he really would have been... Like, you imagine if he had did a consultation with someone, it'd be obvious that he'd surely...
Right. He probably did, and
fake.
that's how he got caught.
Be
Right.
fake that he was... He didn't know shit about the respiratory system, man.
Surely he had some type of background and, like you say, you know, failed and thought, see how far I can get.
Poor Middlemore.
Poor Middlemore.
They're getting shit.
Getting a lot of shit, yeah.
Oh, really? But then that's their fault. That's on them.
Nah, some of those government stand and fix it up. It's falling apart.
That one there is on them.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
Yeah, since you're in the health thing, what's happening with the new No More DHB?
Oh, you know what? I didn't even fucking know.
So what's
Don't
happening?
ask me, because unless it directly affects me, I don't know.
So
All I thought I knew about it was it means that, like, you know, there's no more DHB, so I live in Ranui. I can go to
Anywhere.
Auckland Hospital. Like, you know, you weren't...
Restricted to your
yeah,
region.
like I don't have to just go to Waitak kind of thing. But in saying that at work, oh, maybe that's why it does work, because we get a lot of... the way we allocate our people at work is still in that, you know, areas kind of thing, situation.
Because it's nationalised now, eh?
Yeah,
no
it's supposed
more
to be. No more
areas.
like lots of managers lost their, you know, no more at that level. It's more, and well, that's the only understanding I have of it. But nothing's really changed to
affect you.
Yeah, affect my everyday working life. So I don't see anything.
Or has it not filtered
different.
through yet?
Maybe it hasn't filtered through yet. Yeah.
What was the purpose for that? Abolishing the DHBs.
Because it wasn't working, eh?
Yeah.
But that was because of COVID, right?
Was it?
Why? Is it because one would be more overrun?
But they had a
than-
shortage of nurses, definitely. That was one thing.
It didn't change that.
And the
Did
borders
they-
were closed, so you couldn't get more nurses
Yeah.
from the Philippines.
Yeah. 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 To be honest, I haven't read into it. You get emails and stuff, but I haven't read into what it looks like and stuff. Yeah. It's supposed to be better, but nothing's changed for me as far as everyday working life. Yeah. So, yeah. Can't help in that one, in that situation.
Man, for me, like, I hope the whole system does change, because the GP as a first point of call, I think you need to cut that middleman out, man. Like, if something wrong with you, go to a specialist.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
It's the public health system, eh? Yeah. And it's so hard to get to that next phase, the specialist. You know, even like I go with like a skin condition, I go to my GP for how long now? And I'll be like, oh, can I see a specialist for this? And he'll be like, oh, he's just going to tell you what I told you. Like, yeah, but can I be referred so that he himself can tell me what you've just told me? Like, don't tell me what I should or shouldn't do if I'm asking for that.
Exactly
you
what I'm talking
haven't
about.
fucking fixed my issue. I want to speak to the next person up, because GPs don't know into detail about things. They're just general practice.
Yeah, hence the specialist.
Hence general.
Yeah, and hence the general,
He's the general, and he's like, oh, he's just going to tell you what I just said. And it's like, well, I want him to tell me or her what you've just told me. Can you just do it?
And still no referral.
Still waiting for a referral, but like it.
Because when it's up to be,
that.
the general practitioner is just the buffer. It should be BP, the buffer practitioner. You know? You want to screen you.
But he should be more for the real normal, like, you know, the real everyday
like
kind
flu.
of things. But anything like this, oh no, you go straight to next level.
Like, why am I going? If I got a knee problem, why am I going to a GP?
Yeah.
Why can't I go to a knee doctor?
Yeah.
Or you can go to an eye doctor. But
I think any specialist care is all like done through referrals. Like, that's their process, kind of thing. Unless you go private, and then you can go straight to. But yeah, GP is always first point of call.
But at what
point? They're kind of like the secretary, if that makes any sense. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Well,
that's a good analogy, because they shouldn't be. If I'm going to see a secretary, then who am I seeing?
Yeah, like, I mean, if I'm going to a GP, I don't know, but I feel like, you know, if you're going to someone, and they won't tell you, but if you're going to someone for the same problem that's been for so long, like, then you can, you know, go on to someone else. I think that's how they manage the system.
So they'll drag you out for that amount of time if they can.
Yeah, or not drag you out. It's like, hopefully, because nothing's chronic unless it's lasted more than 6 months or something like that, or, you know, you've had something happen in an emergency and you've ended up in hospital. You'll see a specialist like that, but like, you got a sore knee, you still have to go to the GP to get to the next step. And you know what I don't like about GPs is like how it's all walking now. I missed when I could see the same doctor, and I could ring, and
say, they knew your history,
and they could tell me, you know, there's a time available this day or this day, and you could go in and you can plan your life around it.
Yeah.
Whereas now, like, if I need to see a doctor, I have to go in, wait, and it's just whoever of the 2 or 3 doctors that are on that I'll see, and you don't even know them. Yeah. And then, like, you can't even plan your day because you don't know if you're gonna be there for half an hour or 6 hours.
I think, and that's why I don't really bother.
Yeah, like, unless I'm like fucking dying or something, or really need to, then I don't go GP either. Yeah,
which is terrible.
Because I just don't like that.
This is gone. Did you get randomly when Dr. Lindsay was there, Dr. Smith?
Yeah. He's not there anymore.
I heard they were up in Kelston.
Oh, he was one of the last doctors at the Ranui Medical Centre that was still there, and still, like, for his not old patients, you know, his clients, he still did appointments for them. But by that time, he was like, it's a few years ago now. He was already, he's full up, kind of thing. But yeah, he was the last OG doctor there.
Yeah, because I had Dr. Smith. Yeah, and I remember when I was a kid, like, you knew everything, history. Yeah, like you said, it was cool.
Yeah. We had when my nan was sick and she moved up to live with us, he was her doctor too. So he, like, was all like our whole family. Yeah. And he knew all of us. And when my nan was living with us and she'd be sick, he'd come to her house, to see her sometimes. Like, that kind of thing. Yeah. That you just don't.
Good luck
I
getting
miss
that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, same as in Avondale, you know where the police station is? There used to be a house there that they used as the doctors. That was our doctor, Dr. Elias. And I remember him coming to our house once for something.
Yeah, they would do that.
It was real personal, eh?
Yeah,
really.
Like, I think when he passed, we were all like, you know.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But it just feels
impersonal.
Really, impersonal and rushed,
next.
I feel like
just
you know,
a number.
Yeah.
And like, if I didn't have a background knowledge about things that, you know, there would be things that I wouldn't get help with, or, you know. It's like I'm lucky I know some stuff.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
how it
remember my
feels?
last doctor visit, and I couldn't tell them what our discussion was or what he gave me or whatever. And it should be in my notes, but how much are they going to read through without remembering your history or whatever?
Well, it's all on database now, eh?
For
so
sure.
It's easy for them to bring it up. But see, anyone can bring it up and read it. Oh, yeah, that's what you had before.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And it just seems better by
You don't have to be a
appointment.
doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seemed better by appointment because then you're not sitting in a room full of people
Yeah, you would
for
turn
6
up,
hours. You know,
5
in a room
minutes.
full of other sick people.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
But that's the emergency room, eh? Emergency part of the hospital. You wait for ages.
Yeah, in the emergency part, yeah. Up to 6 hours?
Wow, why is that? Why is it 6 hours?
That's their, like, turnaround time. That's what they're allowed.
To leave you hanging for.
Yeah, basically. I don't know the other name for it. I don't work in
so
ED,
they're
so I
there,
wouldn't know.
but knowing
yeah.
that they've got 6 hours, they can just use it.
Kind of thing, yeah. After that, it becomes an issue, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And you'll be like, why was this person not seen at this time? Or waited longer? Basically, you should be like seen, dealt with, sent home kind of thing, or sorted, like within that time frame. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long time if you're with a kid, if you're there for your kid
Yeah.
Yeah, that
or
is.
your baby.
If you're bleeding.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, obviously, you'd be seen to first, like.
What about in America, eh? When you're shot, eh?
That's fucked
like,
up.
see on that
Yeah.
Poison Hood?
Yeah.
Oh, no, Menace Society, when
Yeah.
they're walking.
I see, I haven't seen
Carrying
that.
him.
Carrying him in the
but
hospital.
then they're like, okay, you're bleeding. And they're like, oh,
Do you have
what's
your
insurance?
insurance?
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Fuck that. See, we shouldn't even be complaining. Like,
No, you're right.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But we don't have that basis to compare.
yeah.
But see, I experienced that insurance in America, right?
Yeah.
Like, so it's normal for them because it's part of your work, what they pay for.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's part of the package when you
have a job. It's
when you have a
automatic
job,
that
yeah.
you get insurance.
It's part of the
Yeah.
your pay. Yeah. They just, it's, you know how we give to KiwiSaver? They'll give to
And is that like
a little bit
a
to your insurance.
incentive.
Yeah.
is that like every employer has to do that or just some jobs?
No, some are different. Some say, oh, we just insure you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some say we insure you and your family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some, it depends.
So we have Southern Cross at work,
Oh, yeah.
which we forget about until Sean's had like 60K worth plus of
Surgeries,
operations and
yeah.
it's covered. Yeah. It's so good. So you must have just a basic package. And then if you want like add-ons, like I think I added on teeth and eyes, you pay for that yourself, but fuck, big deal.
But see, you get rid of the middleman, eh? You don't have to go to, you can go straight
Well,
to the
yeah,
specialist.
because
when that happens.
yeah, exactly. We're so lucky because I wouldn't pay for health insurance if I didn't get it through work. I should be like, oh, that's okay, but I have it and it's so good. But my auntie was in America too, and there was an accident, and she's a nurse, the same one that I text,
Yeah.
and she went to go help, and someone said, "Nah, don't you don't know if they have insurance or not." She was like, "But who cares?"
Yeah.
Weird, eh? Sad.
Money.
Fuck yeah. We are lucky.
I wonder what it does though. Like, who are they giving money to? They're giving money for more advanced research and development of medical.
True, because then no one should die if that's the case, say, like, over there.
Yeah, I mean,
If that's what all their money's getting used for.
because
Also,
as opposed to government money, it's money from the people, right? But they have all the facilities and all the hospitals are like high tech. Like there's no hierarchy. Yeah. There's like all the hospitals, all the major hospitals everywhere in America is like
Yeah.
got all the
Same standard.
top of the line stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's spread out that way. Plus they got more people anyway.
My auntie replied back. She said, "No, but how hard can it fake being a doctor?" Oh, wow. Because she's a nurse, so she's probably like, "We're better than doctors anyway."
Hey,
Actual.
what you guys said when
Yes.
Owen J died?
Yes.
Who?
Olivia.
Oh,
our friend.
yeah.
Oh my God, yes. And to think she'd been battling cancer, but I didn't even know.
But she was 75, eh?
73?
Was she?
73.
Oh, 73.
But still.
I was sad because I was like, oh, in Greece, you know, like you have that connection.
Xanadu.
But outside of that, nah.
Because what was the other movie she was in?
Xanadu.
Oh, see? I didn't-
I haven't seen Xanadu.
That's the least.
I started watching it, and because these guys were telling me about it.
It's cheesy.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I think I watched like half an hour, not because like I was like, oh, stink, but like that's all I
No,
got
like
to
the
watch.
storyline is there. It's based on some type of. I feel like it's based on some type of Greek story
Yeah.
about the muses or something like that. But they've made it modern for the 80s or 70s, maybe even.
Xanadu.
Yeah,
Did they come out at the same time as Tommy?
I don't know.
Tommy and what was the Who movie?
Let's have a look.
Those British musicals that came out. They were like weird as.
Oh no, 1980. It came out the year I was born. I think it's the music too, and Electric Light Orchestra pretty much did all the music for it. But it kind of is a terrible movie. But you got to watch it just to say you've watched it once. Yeah.
It's amazing how Olivia Newton-John like made a major impact to a lot of people. She only did that one movie, Grease, and maybe another one.
Maybe.
That's the only movie I know.
Did she do the exercise one?
There was a song, wasn't it?
Or was there someone else?
Let's Get Physical.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a song, right?
Oh, a song. Oh,
I think
okay.
so.
Who was the actress there?
Oh, wait. Yeah, you're making me think Jane Fonda? No.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get those two mixed up.
Yeah, I think I don't know what it is. It literally is that one movie in Xanadu that no one wants to acknowledge. He's just saying she only did one movie. And maybe her some of her music. I feel like the only song I can think of is I Honestly Love You. And her Grease songs. Right? I mean, name another Olivia Newton song. Oh yeah, Physical.
Yeah.
Magic.
But that's from Xanadu.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think, what is it about her?
So my affinity to her like ended in childhood with that Grease movie.
With Sandy.
You know, and those other songs she might have brought out, but like it didn't carry with me to the point when she passed. I was like, oh no, Olivia Newton-John. But it wasn't like, oh my god! Like there are people that I, you know, musically artists that I would be more hurtful.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
you know, like when Alia died, I was like, oh my fucking god. And
My
when
mate.
Tupac died, I was like, oh my god. But you know, Olivia Newton-John passes
Oh,
away.
that's
For me, I'm
sad.
just like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
I'm sad, but I'm not like
Not like other. Yeah, I know what you mean.
having a conversation with someone. You know.
Oh, same.
But she still had impact there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how? Do you know
You
what I
know
mean?
what made
Yeah.
me sad was I saw on Linda's Insta story was the little post that John Travolta put up for her, and I was like, oh, that made me sad.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I just made this really
Just-
nice,
just-
cute
yeah.
little post
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
about her.
yeah, and just said it and just making reference to them as
Your
you know,
Danny.
Sandy and Danny.
Yeah,
and,
from your Danny.
yeah, which is so cute. Which that made me sad because you know it's like someone else who said about it and they had a connection. And just,
Actual,
oh.
real connection with
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Didn't her husband go missing
Really?
years ago? He went missing, but then I think he turned up years later or something. Like a real weird story.
Oh, he left her. She was crazy, bitch.
Why is it always a woman? Maybe. Oh yeah, I was stabbed.
Yeah, because I saw it on social media. A lot of people posted about her
Yeah.
death, and I was thinking, man, did she just do one movie? And I was thinking, when's the last artist or whoever that did one thing that's made an impact all these years? You know, what was the last person? Olivia Newton-John must be one I didn't think of.
You mean like one hit wonder wise?
Yeah, because it's like, to tell you the truth, I'm not a fan of Grease. I never liked it.
Oh, how could you not? That's probably the only movie that was on TV at the time.
I thought it was corny.
Yeah, see, my nana had
What?
just that video. That's all. That's so we loved it.
I thought it was corny.
I loved when it would come on Saturdays, you know, random Saturdays. This weekend, Grease.
Yeah,
You know?
but Grease 2 I couldn't really be
I
bothered
didn't get
with.
into two,
Nah.
but definitely.
But 100%.
Because I was forced to watch these musicals. Annie was one of them. Annie and the original Annie. And Grease was another one.
I loved Grease.
That
Sound
one
of
was an
Music.
enjoyable one.
Even the music was cool on Grease.
And just the storyline and the costumes.
The characters.
Yeah, Frenchie, Rizzo.
Mm.
And I remember his intermediate did a play
Of
of
Greece.
Greece.
Cool.
I think it was Greece. What was it? What's it? Can't remember. But there was a play on Greece, and I was like, oh man, why are they doing this movie? This stupid movie.
That's so cool.
I feel like you're the only person that doesn't like Grease.
Agreed.
I don't think I'm into those kind of movies, eh?
I wouldn't say I'm necessarily into a musical, but that wasn't a musical.
There was a movie.
Yeah, that was a movie that had songs in it.
Right.
That's very,
Yeah.
I think the only musical I've ever liked was the one recent one on Netflix. The one about that composer that did that play, and he passed away before the play came out and made him famous. The guy that wrote Rent. You guys seen Rent?
No. See?
I don't like musicals.
But Grease wasn't a
It
musical.
was a Broadway.
so-
It was a Broadway musical rather than a movie musical.
No.
But it has some mean songs. Andrew Garfield plays the guy.
I didn't even know who that is.
Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
Tick Tick Boom. Tick Tick Boom. That's the name of the
Oh, no.
name of the movie. You guys should watch that on Netflix. Tick Tick Boom.
But now that you say you don't like Grease, I'm questioning your...
Yeah.
I'm questioning your taste.
I think because Tick Tick Boom is a true story, and it's a musical as well.
Wait, Grease wasn't real? Yeah, I don't know.
And it's about art. It's about art and art.
Yeah.
Guy trying to get out there.
I think for me, Grease gave me a memory.
Mm.
So I've always liked it.
Yeah.
Whenever we stayed at my nana's, there's pretty much nothing else to watch but that she recorded off TV.
Yeah.
Grease.
Yeah. So maybe there's that.
But I think that's why. I think that's the connection.
Yeah.
There's, when you're young and
Yeah.
you watch it.
Yeah.
With like your whole family.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Might not be a big deal to you, but it was a big deal to people at the time.
Do you like Labyrinth?
Man, I watched that in the movies and I didn't like it.
You see, I'm not watching anything that you recommend.
I watched that once in my whole life.
Is that it? I've watched it like once every year since it came out.
I tell you what I do like. Princess Bride. That's my favorite.
Oh, I like Princess
That doesn't have
Bride.
songs in it. But also my kids love that too.
As you will.
Yeah. What was his name?
I can't remember.
No. What did she call him?
Oh,
She would call it Farm Boy. Yeah.
Farm Boy.
But what was his name? Not the Dread Pirate Roberts. Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I forgot
Buttercup
too.
and...
Princess Buttercup.
Yeah, Buttercup and what the hell was his name? Damn it. With Fred Savage is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie. That's a good movie. That's a bit corny.
No, but it's funny.
Wesley.
Wesley.
Yeah.
Man, I'm useless tonight. I can't even remember Wesley. Can't even remember fucking a lot of things.
Oh, shit. It's all good.
Wycliffe. Or what was the other guy?
See, I already forgot.
Well, I am.
Well, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to watch Labyrinth was on repeat.
Yeah.
Yep. That was another one.
See, what's the difference between Labyrinth? To you guys, what's the difference between Labyrinth and Princess Bride?
Shit tons.
I like both of them though.
I like both too.
Yeah.
But there's a big difference because I love Princess Bride, but I don't like Labyrinth.
Do you not like the singing in it and the fantasy?
See, I can't even remember because I watched it once and that was it. For
Yeah, there's
me.
a fuck ton of songs. There's singing in that too. That's why I was like, do you just not like?
I like Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah, same.
It's
Yeah.
like really imaginative. Like I always wish that my teddy bears would come to life. You know,
Yeah.
like when I'm brushing my hair.
Or that you went to go.
in my drawer that doesn't have a mirror. You know,
Yeah.
like just you.
And she had
you
such a cool
picture-
room,
Yeah.
and she was a little witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I liked the way her shoes used to sound when she's running through the maze. So you like
Flats,
walk
her
around with
flat
your
shoes,
shoes. Yeah.
and she looked cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and David Bowie,
And then when she's dressed up in that ball gown.
and she looks so pretty. And I used to think
Yeah.
that's how I wanted to look for my
Yeah,
wedding.
I just remember those balls he
Yeah,
played
that
on.
was cool. That was so cool.
Yeah. And that
Silver ball.
song when she's in the ball gown.
As the
was
world
like,
falls
oh my
down.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love that movie.
Yeah. There's a huge difference between them though.
Oh, okay.
I never wanted to be Princess Buttercup,
No,
but I wanted to be Weasley's girlfriend, but not Princess Buttercup. But I wanted to be Sarah.
Yeah.
And have
And all her
teddy bears
friends
come
that
to
would go
life.
on the adventure with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that difference for me? Yeah, I like that difference.
See, I think in
I'm going
this,
the
I think in your movie, the girl is the helpless, girl who gets saved by the guy. But in the Labyrinth, she's the heroine who does the saving. But in your movie,
Probably Princess Bride is might be like it's just a bit more grown up than. Is it?
yeah, there's no
Labyrinth-
fantasy to it, really.
Yeah, the like Labyrinth seems like a kiddies movie. That's probably why you don't like it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fantasy, whereas Princess Bride is a lot of real
life.
And it had Andre the Giant in it.
Yeah.
So he was probably
Few manly
big
stuff
back
in there.
then. Yeah, that's what I mean.
And
It was
the
men.
Spaniard guy who's like trying to get revenge.
And Inigo Montoya.
Yeah.
You killed my father.
Compared to that.
Yeah. Kill the five-fingered man.
Yeah.
But I've seen that movie probably not as much as Labyrinth, but a lot.
Yeah.
It's up there. Recently, the kids watched it too, and honestly, in the beginning, they were like... But then, because they were like Fred Savage, they were like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they got into the adventure side of it, and then they didn't give a shit about the romance part of it. They liked it, but they love Labyrinth too.
See, I care for Game of Thrones. I don't care for Hobbit or Lord of the Rings.
What?
I cared for the cartoon though when I was a kid. Lord of the Rings.
There was a cartoon when we were kids.
Yeah, I got it heaps of times and watched it.
Oh fuck! I didn't even
But-
know that.
But I didn't
So
care
maybe
for.
you don't like fantasy.
No, but I like Game
But
of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, like pretty much, these
I love Game
not
of Thrones.
fantasy.
I love Conan the Barbarian.
No fantasy. Like
but-
there's magic,
Yeah.
there's black magic or whatever, but not fantasy. Like, as in...
I like Willow.
Oh, I love Willow.
You see, that's a little bit... Okay, wait, I've never seen Willow.
Have you ever seen Willow? Oh,
No.
gosh.
But that's a little bit of magic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't like Lord of the Rings. I don't like I never seen Harry Potter.
Neither. I haven't seen all of them.
I want to watch any of that.
I haven't
have.
seen all of Lord of the Rings.
I have
Yeah.
loved them
Lord of the Rings.
and Harry Potter. But I've read them too. So maybe
Yeah.
that's the difference.
Yeah.
Plus, I love that shit. Fantasy.
I'm into more adult, like dark themes,
Yeah.
more real
Because I
life
like
themes.
I like the escape, the escapism.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Of fantasy.
Yeah. I got enough real world.
that would be called family movies when at the video store. I think
What's that? The
the family section.
Yeah. Yeah. Like as in mum, dad and the kids could
Yeah.
watch it. Yeah.
And
Was
I
he trying to like put you
He's
down?
trying to tell me that my kids are my movies are babyish.
You know what? The movies you like?
Yeah,
that's
they're
the-
babies.
yeah,
that I
that's the
watched. I
family
watched.
section.
Yeah.
For like your whole family,
And
because
I
that's
love
how dumb it is. Fuck.
With his
Yeah,
lo-
but what also changed for me for movies is like the action movies changed. Like the 80s action movies are like, man, the best, right? 90s start to change in the mid 90s. 2000 action movies are just shit, you know. And I don't know if it's because they're using the same formula and using more special effects, but it doesn't even look real anymore.
Yeah.
And there's just
yeah.
no. It's
Because
not
it's exaggerated. Like,
yeah,
you can jump like 20 meters in the air and like that's a normal human being.
yeah, like Fast and Furious.
But it's not real.
I hate
Yeah.
that Fast and Furious shit. You see the action scenes in there?
Yeah.
It's like unbelievable.
Like, you know it
the
can't
hell?
happen. Yeah.
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 And even the special effects, they make it look real. But still, like, nah, man.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Fuck. You can't do that.
Yeah. It's like wrestling, eh?
Yeah.
Oh.
What a sad guy. What do you-
But it has to be believable, like James Bond, right?
People
You want-
people
you-
died in wrestling. How much more do you want it to get? Like believable.
But it's like James Bond. It's believable action.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bullshit, but it's still a little bit believable. You could probably do that. Maybe not, but you
Yeah.
could. We watch Fast and Furious now. Fuck, hell no, you
Yeah.
can't do that. I mean, what's
Yeah.
the last one? When they drove a car in space? What? Ludacris driving the car in space.
I don't even remember
I
that.
haven't even seen it.
No, I mustn't have
But
seen
it sounds
it.
really stupid.
like,
It
what?
sounds ludicrous.
What? Like, what the hell? What am I watching? What am I wasting my time watching?
Driving in
Yeah.
space. Fuck, I'm gonna watch that one now.
Oh, see, you're gonna waste 2 hours of your life, man, watching.
Next thing, I loved it.
But you know, some of the reviews I put up, I've been reading like The Grey Man. You know when you watch The Grey Man, see that kind of action. It's not too far out.
Yeah.
It's it can't be done, but it's not too.
What's the Grey Man? Is that got the Notebook fella?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's that? Oh, Gosling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's beautiful.
I remember when he first came out, he did that movie with Sandra Bullock, The Numbers or something.
Oh, Murder by Numbers.
Murder by Numbers.
Oh, see, I don't even remember.
And he got great reviews as actor. He was acting. He said there's gonna be the next big star.
Mm.
But
I don't
hasn't really
No.
after that.
He did that. Did he do Drive?
When did I first notice him was in The Notebook.
Yeah, same.
Right.
Yeah.
I watched that at Paula's for the first time.
And then I love him in what's that?
Oh, with the redhead?
Yeah.
And he's friends with the dad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah, that's cool.
I love
That's a
him in that
nice
one.
movie.
And his
Yeah.
action ones are pretty cool.
I can't even remember his action ones.
The Grey Man's cool. I like the Grey Man.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it-
good in Grey Man. Nah, the Captain America guy was good in Grey Man. Chris Evans.
Oh
there.
yeah.
He was the man.
Is that a movie?
Because I liked him because
Yeah,
he
it's on
was a
Netflix.
villain or a bad
Yeah.
guy. He wasn't
Captain America.
And you can tell he was having fun being.
being a
Bad
bad
guy.
guy.
'Cause he was
And
a
he was
smart ass.
funny.
He was a
Yeah,
smart
he was
ass.
funny.
I'm tempted to watch it
Yeah.
if you think it's good, Pani.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
Okay.
I liked it. And Ryan Gosling's always good to look at, like you just.
Don't know about his new movie though. Barbie.
Barbie.
Oh, yes, is he
He's
Ken?
Ken.
Oh,
Playing
really?
Ken. Yeah, that's why I put
Is
it
that
up.
true?
'Cause he's
Is that
playing
where the
Ken.
Ken
Yeah.
reference came from?
Yeah, that's what in the movie where Chris Evans made fun of him. He said Ken
Oh,
Ken
did
doll.
he?
in the movie because he's making fun of him being.
Oh, true.
Barbie. So
Who's Barbie?
Margot Robbie's
Oh,
Barbie.
yeah, the chick from... what's
Oh,
her
what
name?
a cute couple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what a cute Barbie and Ken.
Yeah, that's a real
What the
life
fuck
Barbie
could
and
the
Ken
storyline
makeup.
be? I need to have a look. Just out of pure
I
curiosity.
feel like that movie was in the books for a long time. Eh?
Yeah, but it's missed its run. Like, if you were going to come out, you should have come out in the 80s.
I don't know.
Is Barbie a thing?
Is it Barbie still a thing? Man, kids still, girls still.
I think my niece still asks for Barbie.
I
She's
never
5.
had a Barbie.
I had one Barbie. One. But that was it.
Yeah, what would
But
that
yeah,
be
is
about?
Barbie... Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, how irrelevant is it?
What will that be about? Buying a
Fuck,
house
I know, but I
and
want to watch it.
driving in a car?
Yeah, driving your Barbie car.
Yeah,
You'll watch it because of Ryan. Eh?
yeah, I'll watch it because
And you got to watch it to see.
I like Margot too.
Yeah, who is she? What's her name? That crazy bitch.
Margot Robbie.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good just to watch.
I'm starting to struggle watching the movie every day. That's my goal.
To watch
It'd
a
be
movie every
hard.
day.
And but stay interested too. Like that's hard. Do you feel like because you have to be in the mood to watch a movie?
No, I can watch a movie. I just need the time. That's all. So I've sort of gave
got a
myself 2
time
hours
slot.
to watch a movie. So probably 10 o'clock to 12 is my time slot to watch
Are
a
we
movie.
cutting into your movie time?
No. That's right. Because I've been. So I usually go sleep about 12:31 anyway.
Shit.
So I
That's late.
thought I'll fit a movie before I go to sleep.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
then I can just relax and
Yeah, and wind down.
wind down.
Yeah, so it's a perfect time.
Yeah, it's a perfect time to watch
But
a movie.
anytime I put on a movie like that, I wind right down to
Yeah.
close my eyes. Yeah. Like the movie doesn't even get a show in, a look
Yeah.
in. I watch all my shit while I'm working, but so I'm not really watching it. It's there. And if something happens, then I'll look at the screen.
Yeah.
But
So
I did a whole series of something today, a whole season.
Sandman.
I finished
first
Sandman.
up.
I fucking finished.
Did
and
you like that?
I loved it.
Yeah.
See, I have to watch that now. Sandman. Is
Yeah.
that on
Sandman,
Netflix?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a comic book.
yeah.
Is it a horror though?
Not
No,
really.
fantasy, sort of
Yeah.
fantasy action. Thriller.
Like it's not what. Yeah, it's not what you think of the Sandman when you think of the Sandman.
Yeah.
It starts real odd. Like you just have to persevere because
Well-
it gets.
Sandman. Not the Spider-Man Sandman, not him. But
No, but I'm thinking of like when you're a kid and you hear about
Sandman is a scary
as
man.
a scary thing.
oh no, you haven't heard about the Sandman putting you to sleep?
Yeah, but I heard a scary version.
Oh yeah.
I think we were given the shit.
All those mans were scary. like
The mans are scary.
Yeah, Boogeyman, Sandman.
Yeah. So that's the version we
Candyman.
got.
Mm.
So then when that came out, I was like, oh, okay. Fuck yeah. Have you finished it?
I'm on episode 2.
Oh, fuck no, not even nearly.
No, I just started.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, because I'm trying to watch a movie every night.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
this is the thing. Like, I realize now that if you watch a movie as opposed to watching TV series, a movie you get the start, middle, end in under 2 hours.
Yeah.
Where you have to watch like hours and hours of series to watch the start.
But I
middle,
love that.
and you don't know where the end is
But I
until
lo-
it might be season 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
But I
6.
love that. That's what I love about it because I don't want a good series to end.
Yeah.
So when I feel it's coming to an end, like I watch.
You can lose interest there. You can jump the shark.
or,
series could jump the
or I'll
shark.
be upset because I'm like, oh my god, fuck! Now what am I? I've gotten so used to just having this play episode after episode after episode after episode, and now it's going to finish. And what am I going to do? It's actually really quite sad, isn't it? for my life.
Well, there's countless movies you can watch. So that I've gone back to. It's sort of cool because I made the decision to watch a movie every night, right? So I can write a review. And doing that, I've just realized like it's better than watching a TV series because it's the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I want to get. I want to get the whole story. I want to get the whole story finished under 2 hours, and that's what you get when you watch a movie.
And I must love it dragged out.
But I think, yeah, there's something that I've forgotten.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because you've been watching
Episodes.
series.
Yeah, episodes. But in saying that, there's some series that I really love. Like I'm watching Better Call Saul. Man,
Medical what?
Better Call Saul.
Oh yeah, the old one.
That is so good, man. Now that's the last episode, the finale ever is gonna finish is next week. So last night was
What's
the
it
pen-
on?
It's on Neon. So it's on. I watched the second to last episode ever. It just came out on Tuesday. So the last episode ever will be next Tuesday.
True.
But that series, man, is so awesome. The writing is just
Are
brilliant.
is this a prequel?
It's a prequel and after what happens after Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
So it's 6 seasons. There's 6 seasons. So season 1 to 5 is before Breaking Bad
Sure.
happens,
And now you're.
and season 6, one we're on now, is during Breaking
Oh,
Bad plus
wow.
after.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little bit cool.
Yeah, so you see what happens to him after.
Yeah. I never watched Breaking Bad though.
Oh, you don't? Oh,
Nah.
okay.
Do you need to have watched Breaking Bad to?
Or is it a good story on
to
its
like
own?
the Saul one?
You don't have to because Better Call Saul starts before Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But at the last season, it catches up to Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and some scenes are during Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
But then the last 2 episodes are after Breaking Bad.
Okay.
But you probably don't need to watch Breaking Bad.
Because it's a good story on its own.
Yeah, but man, it's so complex, the story.
Yeah.
The writing is so brilliant that you just don't know how they made it up.
Yeah.
Like, have you watched Breaking Bad?
No.
Because Breaking Bad's like that as well. Hey,
Same writers?
it's the same people.
Yeah,
same
yeah,
people.
yeah.
But I think Better Call Saul is better than Breaking Bad
Oh wow.
because you just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And when things happen, I think, how the hell did they figure that out? How did they
come
write,
to that conclusion.
come to that conclusion?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Because it's so complex and so brilliant. Like things match up later on,
Yeah.
That-
You.
and then
Yeah, I know what you mean.
and then it matches up 2 seasons before,
Yeah.
and it all comes together. Even matches up in Breaking Bad.
What?
It's all
Yeah.
It
connected.
almost makes you want to watch it, eh?
It's all connected,
Yeah.
and then you have to have a fucking encyclopedia to get all these little connections.
yeah.
But you don't need it.
Yeah.
But
Because
it's
it
cool.
happens. Yeah.
It's cool to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so. But the story, the characterization, like they introduced a new character, is Saul Goodman's sort of like best friend, because that's not his real name. He's got his real name is at the beginning of the season.
Oh.
He changed it.
Oh.
Because Saul Goodman is a play on "It's All Good, Man." It's all good.
Oh, true.
Oh, sure.
I need to watch that. So, Better Call Saul and Sandman.
Yeah, Sandman I
Yeah.
fucking loved. And I'm gutted now.
It's not a horror, as long as
It's
it's not
definitely
a
not a horror. It's definitely fantasy. Yeah, I would say. I know I didn't read the comic, but I don't think I.
Apparently, it's the same. It's
Oh,
a
yeah?
comic book,
Wow.
Yeah. Because I think the writer of the comic is actually the
Oh, that's always helpful, eh?
executive producer of that show.
I just watched what I watched today was the whole third season and last season of Lock and Key, and it's probably a kids' fantasy thing, but it was a comic as well. It was
Yeah.
fucking good.
Is that the house one?
Yeah, it's so good. It's not for kids. Like I
It's
know
not,
it's
because it's scary.
it's scary, but it's
Yeah.
good. It's finished now, and I didn't know it was going to finish.
I haven't watched it all because it's scary.
It is, but it's so good. And
I don't do good with horrors and
Nah, it's not really
movies,
horror,
yeah.
but scary. Like
scary,
yeah, like frights and shit. Yeah.
You guys don't like horrors? Man, I love horrors.
Fuck nah. I'll
I'm a
never watch a
chicken
horror.
shit.
Yeah, same.
I'll watch it and I'll be like, I'll have nightmares about it. Or I'll
Same.
be thinking about it during the day.
And I always think that I just don't want to invite that type of energy into my house.
Well, it's not real though.
But-
That's not, but
yeah,
like,
but-
doesn't matter.
But let's just not tempt that shit. Do you know what I mean? Because then
It's not real.
when the
man.
lights out and I got to walk somewhere, it's real.
yeah. When you gotta get up at night and go to the toilet or go to the fridge.
Yeah,
it's
I'll rather
real.
just wait till the morning because it's real.
Well, you should think of it this way: if you watch a horror for the first time, right, and the monster dies at the end, he's dead, right?
Yeah.
At the
Yeah.
end of the movie. When you watch the movie,
Sometimes.
if you watch the movie again, he's alive again. It's like, hey, when I watched it the first time, you died.
I think. Do you know
So-
what? I think it's the scary cultural stories. Do you know what I mean? How
don't know, I'm
we've all
just-
got our own stories. So I'm like, yeah, that monster's dead in the movie, but there's real things here. I'm not scared of that monster from the movie. I'm scared of fucking
Yeah.
anything
Well, that's the thing. That's where they get the idea of the story, right? They
from
just from real life, right?
Yeah,
Real life, but they
Yeah.
just make it into exaggerated into a monster.
yeah, exactly. They get it from real life.
But it's exaggerated. It's not real.
Yeah.
Oh, so the one that's in my life is not as
Like
bad.
Freddy Krueger ain't real. Jason ain't real.
No, I don't even know. But the thing about that is that they're men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
What about the Ring? She's a girl.
That's
Comes
scary.
out
No,
of a
no,
TV.
what I mean is
no
they're-
one can come
they're-
out of a TV like the Ring.
She can.
what's that paranormal activity?
Yeah, it was a girl too, but
No, what I mean by that is they're men, and you know, there's men are real. So
yeah, but the ghost ain't real. The monster ain't real.
I don't know. Let's just not tempt
I'm
it.
just scared.
Yeah.
Just chicken shit.
Fuck yeah.
You know what makes it worse is when the victims run away or don't fight back. Because you know what? I love the horror movies when the victims fight back.
Yeah.
At least try. You know, you're gonna die. Just try and fight
But
back.
also, I could run away faster.
Like if it was me, I'll actually fight back. If like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was right after me, man, I'll try to find something to fight back.
I don't know what I would do. I might freeze and piss myself. I actually don't know. I'll probably freeze.
I'll probably fight and piss myself at the same time.
And fall
And
over.
still get killed.
And stab myself with
Yeah.
like
Because the latest horror movie I watched is a new one. I'm not gonna say the name because I don't want to spoil it. But that plot is exactly that. They fight back, and it's refreshing because you never really see that in horror movie. But it's sort of, for me, it sort of turns into like another genre. It sort of like goes horror, action
Yeah.
movie because they're actually fighting back,
Yeah.
and it's like, wow, this is a different kind of
Because they run away and then they always fall over and then they die.
yeah.
You know? Running, they're getting away but then they trip over.
Mm.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's boring. Yeah.
Yeah, that's boring. But this, what I was explaining, that's a different dynamic, and hardly see that in horror movies.
Yeah,
But that changes the whole
Nice
genre.
angle.
Yeah, it's a nice angle to it, and you hardly see that. So that was pretty cool.
Do any of them die still? Yep.
What you mean?
The ones that fought back.
No.
They don't?
No, they don't.
None of them?
They win.
Oh, sure.
They win.
I see what you're doing. I don't know. Nah, I just don't do horrors. Can't do horrors.
Especially all like haunted house ones.
Or dolls
like,
or kids.
Yeah, or possessions.
Yeah.
Possession ones.
Nah, fuck that. No.
You know, even watching, was it Poltergeist?
I haven't
Back
seen
in
it.
the day with the fuzzy TV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
They used to always scare me when that would happen on the TV. You know how
Yeah,
sometimes
'cause-
you change it
And it would, yes.
It'd be staticky.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, you don't even get that on a TV now, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's what horror movies do, eh? Whatever it's about, they'll stop you from doing what you saw.
Yeah.
Like the static, you don't want to static.
No,
Jaws,
just
you
turn
don't
it
want.
off.
You don't want to. You
Don't
don't
wanna
want
go
to swim
swimming.
because of Jaws.
Yeah. Yeah, see? But we just don't watch it and we're like ignorant. It's all good.
Then we can just carry on living our lives.
Yeah, pretending. No, fuck that. And I hate foreign movies.
Oh yeah, because you don't understand.
No, but even when they do the voiceover, I hate.
Does it put you off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Even though they're speaking in English, I just don't want to bother.
I like some Korean stuff.
Yeah, that's meant to be real popular, eh? Where do you watch it?
And one of my favorite movies is I think it's French. Do you remember Amelie?
No.
Oh yeah.
About the French girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it in
I haven't
French?
seen that, but I know.
It's the subtitles one.
Yeah.
Subtitles I can do, but it's voiceovers. Terrible voiceovers I can't do.
You know, I'm finding myself when the room is like noisy, I'll turn the subtitles on. It's better than just turning it up.
Michael,
Oh, so you can read.
yeah,
just,
yeah. That's how Michael watches all TV, and I like it. Yeah, because it's noisy with us as well, but at least I can read what happened. Yeah,
But you're invested in it more too, eh? If you're reading, because then you're kind
you're
of
watching,
blocking.
concentrating.
You're
Yeah.
blocking everything out
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you're trying to read it. Yeah.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Yep.
Do you like that function that they have where if you pause it, it shows you everyone in
Oh,
the
the
fucking
information.
scene, and it shows you what song is playing and who's
Yeah.
singing it.
Yep.
Oh shit! I didn't even
It's
notice.
so good.
And whoever's on the screen, the
They'll just
profile
give you a
of
little
the
bit of
actors,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that is perfect for your, you know what I mean? Like your whatever. It's so good.
Because I was the guy at the video store, always read the back
Oh yeah.
and always looked
To
at
read the
who,
synopsis or
to read who directed it,
oh, yeah.
who did the screenplay,
oh no, I
and
never.
all that kind of stuff.
Nah.
Because I was interested, because I always thought, like, if I watched the movie and it was good, I'll always read who did it. And then I'll look out for their names and other, because it might be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never
what I
thought
used to do.
that deep because I'm hopeless.
Just the synopsis, eh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it looks about good to me. There's singing
Yeah.
in here, and
Yeah.
Sandy and Danny are in here, and
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I followed a lot of, like Steven Spielberg. Because
yeah.
he always did good movies back in the 80s, 90s. So I knew who what his name was.
You watch a lot of Stephen King movies?
When I read the first Stephen King book I read was when I was Form 1. It was Pet Sematary.
Oh, the
There was
Eddie,
a movie.
Yeah, it was a movie.
Eddie, the Terminator boy, Edward Furlong. Was he in Pet Sematary?
The original movie. There's a remake,
Oh, maybe I'm thinking that.
and there's original with the guy from the Monsters, the Herman Munster.
Jesus, yeah,
that-
nah, okay, I'm thinking
that
of the.
actor?
Yeah.
But anyway, I read, that was the first Stephen King book I read. Man, I remember that because that was the first novel I read,
Oh wow.
and that was so cool. I got into
Yeah.
I got into reading, but what was cool about that, because Pet Sematary was a movie at the video store, so I watched
yeah.
that. And it was cool how I could relate to the book, because I read the book first and watched the movie.
And they're like, oh, that's who
could
they got to play
compare-
that character.
compare and what
yeah.
didn't happen and what did happen.
Yeah.
You get more in-depth view of the story with the book rather than on the movie.
Yeah.
So that I really liked that thing. So
I didn't know that was a Stephen King. book.
Yeah. And then, then I was a fan of reading the book before watching the movie.
Fuck yeah.
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 Because I like comparing.
That's probably why you don't like Lord of the Rings and all that. Have you read the
come?
books?
No.
Yeah. Maybe.
But I did watch the cartoon. That was cool.
I didn't even know there was a cartoon.
Back in the 80s, there was a...
But
Yeah, neither.
Stephen King did it as well.
Yeah.
Because I think I've read one of his books and it's almost like not how you think it will turn out. Like it's not really horror, heaps of his books.
Yeah. Fantasy.
Yeah,
He
but
does
it
a lot
is
of-
fucking horror, right?
You know the gunslinger
It
character
is.
he's got?
Nah.
The Dark Tower? So he read a whole lot of fantasy books.
The
called
Dark Tower's a movie, eh?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Yeah.
With the gunslinger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of books from Stephen King.
They have turned into movies too, but it seems to be like I thought, because I knew he wrote it, so I figured all his books were like that.
Yeah.
That's why I never read them.
Oh, right.
But
Yeah.
they're not actually, eh? Like not all
I mean, he specializes
horrible like
in
that.
horror. He specializes in
Yeah,
horror.
for sure.
Oh, you know the movie I talked about with Susan's Action? They Fight Back?
Is it
His-
Prey?
His son wrote that book.
Stephen
Who's
And they
King.
made the movie. Yeah, Stephen King's
Who's
son.
his son?
Wow.
He goes by a different name. Something. He changed his last name.
Because he didn't want to be
Yeah.
recognized
He wanted
and
to be his
rated
own-
on that.
He wanted to be his own man, sort of thing. But he wrote the book that made the movie out of. That movie I was talking about.
How cool is
before.
that?
Yeah,
Mm.
that's a little bit of talent in the family.
But do you guys do audiobooks? Because
No.
Stephen King is like he reads his own books, and he's like the worst voice
Narrator. Really?
narrating his own books, man. He's like the worst.
Which you'd think he would be like the best because he knows how the scene should go and
Yeah.
how he wants you to,
The expression.
and
Yeah.
portray it.
Yeah,
Nah, I can't do audiobooks. I want to read it myself.
yeah,
I lose track of an audiobook.
yeah. I prefer to read, but audiobooks to me is more convenient and more
Time.
Yeah,
like,
I can do it without I don't have to sit down and read. I can just listen while I'm driving and
but
stuff
that's
like that.
the best part.
Yeah.
To
I
be
know.
immersed
I know.
in it, eh?
But
I
I
know.
also won't read a Kindle.
You can change the screen to make it look like a page,
But it's not.
but it's convenient. You can just
Nah, but it's good because they have more options instead of, and I don't have to leave the house to go buy a book. But I
because
just won't.
on Kindle you can press the word,
Yeah.
just leave your finger on it, and the dictionary thing comes
Oh,
up.
that's kind of cool.
Because that's like the best thing about reading. You can see the words, you can see the sentence. For me, anyway, I like seeing that, so I can put the words together with what I'm reading.
Yeah.
It helps with me writing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So before I had kids, I had this idealistic thing where if they wanted to watch a movie, they had to read the book first.
Oh yeah.
How many times has that happened?
None.
None. They don't even like reading, and it actually upsets me because I really want them to experience it,
Yeah.
but they just don't give a shit because they got video games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just don't care. Whereas when we were kids, it was books or playing.
Mm.
So
Yeah, it's so normal to have a PlayStation now.
yeah, they've
Like
got
everyone's
even on
got
their
a
tablets.
PlayStation, everyone's got a TV or
Yeah.
a tablet.
Mm. Like that's it. Whenever
Yeah.
there's downtime, they're like, "Can we play on our tablets?"
Wow, we never had one of those.
No.
And like, you might have one or two friends who would
I know.
have one of those things, but it wasn't something that everyone has.
And back in the day,
Yeah.
it was geeky if you had a computer,
Mm.
and then it turned into like something that everybody had,
Yeah.
even if it was for downloading music.
Nah, yeah, I had that at school. When we got to high school, I was into out of it stuff that if I was ashamed to express it. You know what I mean?
What like what?
Like I was into comics,
Oh,
superheroes,
yeah.
and all that
I
kind
know,
of stuff.
and now you look back and you're like, man, I was cool back then.
And I thought that wasn't cool,
No,
especially when I reached high school.
because it's almost a form of cancel culture in a way.
Oh, no, high school intermediate, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not cool to be
Yeah, not
a
cool.
geek. So,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
yeah. We were already getting into that kind of
Mm.
like thing, just not harsh. So you couldn't admit that you like something.
Even movies. Like, yeah. Sort of. when I think about the podcast and all that, doing the channel 135, just talking about it, writing about movies and that. But that's what I loved when I was a kid.
But then look at how many other people actually loved it too. Do you know what I mean? That pipe up and say, "Oh yeah, I love that too." But you thought, you know what I mean? You were just saying, you love some weird things, but actually other people did too.
And that's the thing I love about the group page, because the engagement.
Yeah.
There's engagement there.
Yeah, for sure. And I love to comment on
because
it.
like we all love the same movies, kind of thing. And it's
the generation.
Yeah.
It's our childhood.
And that's what I'm trying to do with the page. Try to get engagement. Like, and it's funny because I don't advertise that group page. I should really. I'm just advertising it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because I know that whoever comes on the page listens to the podcast.
Yeah.
If I just invite randoms,
they'll just be like, "What even is this?"
Yeah. So, yeah. So all I'm gonna do is invite people on the podcast, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I know when they come, they're from listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
And that's a cool thing.
Yeah, true.
That's a cool way to keep your audience, like, it's just people who are on the same, are on that wavelength.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I find it cool. It's cool how people I didn't expect to comment.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because it's a private group. People feel safe to do that.
Yeah, or whether it's like their jam.
The content.
Yeah.
And
I think it's probably a bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like open to the world.
Yeah.
Like when they first
so
start on.
it's like-minded people again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're safe.
Because I'm part of a couple of like, those R&B group B groups.
Yeah.
Where they put up songs and you vote for one or something like that. So I'm ever hardly on Facebook anyway, but for those things, like I'll comment.
Yeah.
And like the your one and stuff. So.
Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be the only one posting. I want everyone on there to post.
Yeah, and there was a time where, was it the other page, where some people will put up a post sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, watch this. I'm watching this. Like, it'd be cool if people start saying, I'm watching this tonight, and post it up. And people, oh yeah, I watched that yesterday.
Yeah,
that was cool. That's what I want.
Not always to be the one, get other people putting some stuff up.
But,
for sure.
But if I want that to happen, I need to be putting up stuff.
Yeah,
constantly.
to encourage it.
Yeah, to encourage it. Not just in the comments.
Sometimes I think about the things I'm watching and I'm like, nah, fuck, I'm ashamed.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Like,
same.
Like, I feel like this is so cool because I feel like I can just be corny on there. When I'm trying to make up my rating. You guys see my rating? I'm trying to, because 5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
I want to change stars to something else. That's unique.
Yeah.
5 taro.
Or something.
5 chickens.
5 subsuy or something. That was my last one, but
5 cans.
I thought that was a bit corny. So my latest one now is to say 5 of whatever relates to that particular movie.
Oh, sure.
And that's why I put 5. Want to rate Elvis 2 out of 5. Elvis impersonator.
Yeah.
Is that because it was a musical? Was there a lot of music in it?
It was. I didn't like the style it presented itself because that director, that Baz Luhrmann. If you watch all his movies like Australia, Great Gatsby, and they're all the same.
I've never seen.
It's real colorful.
Yeah.
And there's like
bright
spotlights.
Yeah.
Like you walk in, there's a spotlight and everything's dark. Hey,
yeah.
This is like a Broadway show. Or,
yeah.
But that's the way he films. And it's kind of, if you watch Great Gatsby, there's a lot of that happening.
Yeah.
And it's kind of confusing because I'm not really used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why I watched Great Gatsby for the first half an hour and then turned it off because I couldn't get over the whole stylish thing.
Yeah.
Pretty sad, but I couldn't. But because it was Elvis, I had to watch it and get over all that. I did get over it halfway through the movie. That's why I said to...
because that's when I stopped doing that, because it was like... I felt like in the beginning was like a throwing back, like a memory. The way that he...
Yeah, it was like a dream.
Yeah, dreaming, yeah.
It was like a dream sequences there.
Yeah.
But for the whole half of the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And that sort of put me off. And then, but the second half of the movie was cool.
Yeah.
I haven't seen... I don't know if I will.
I didn't know much about Elvis Presley before watching that movie. But like another one that I watched and like have a lot more respect for him.
Especially that manager, yeah.
Oh, and then I like because I didn't even know that he was scammed or I thought he had like this amazing life. I fucking thought he went to Hawaii.
Yeah, he did.
Did
Because
he?
it was in America.
Oh
Hawaii
yeah,
was part of America.
Oh yeah, true.
He couldn't do international because
but like just
Colonel wasn't a citizen.
I didn't know all of that stuff, which was really sad. Like really sad.
Well, I knew he ended his career in Las Vegas doing those shows, but I didn't know it was because of the manager.
Yeah,
Tricked him into signing that long deal.
Bro, that's quite heartbreaking actually. Like watching that, it was like I felt like his mum died, and then he just went downhill. Like no one had his back. I like the dad wasn't strong enough, and it was really sad. And then like before watching it, I had this like because I didn't know about him, and I just had all these assumptions about his music. Copying black people and all that kind of stuff. But then seeing the movie and how it came about
I think I knew that.
Was like, actually, yeah.
So it's a little bit more right.
Yeah, there's a bit more right to,
It was that scene when he was in the bar with the black.
Yeah.
And they were doing the entertainment. And he met, it was Little Richard he met.
Yeah.
And Little Richard was doing the dance moves.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That Elvis was known for, So he just did that in his acts.
But that's what I mean. It's like I don't know.
He's like the mouthpiece of rock and roll those days. So the rest of the world,
Yeah. Was that why people think Little Richard's the rock king more than Elvis is?
Do they? Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's all from black music.
Yeah.
Anyway, they just needed an outlet.
Yeah.
He was like a lightning rod for them to give to the rest of the world.
Yeah, but then everything he had to deal with singing that kind of music, even though he was white, that was cool to watch too. Like I didn't know any of that. It was a whole learning experience, but I felt really sad for him.
Yeah, but
I was
I'm
really
not gonna
sad.
watch it.
Yeah, dude, that's so sad. And then you just remember like how much of his music that you actually really like.
Yeah, true way.
Yeah, no, so I liked that movie.
So what's coming up on One for Fair playlist?
We do
Fuck,
have
I reckon, eh?
No, that's true. We just got COVID and
COVID
Slack
and life.
But we do have something coming up, which I think is going to be interesting. What is it? Scandal.
Scandal.
Heaps of that in the music industry.
Yeah.
But I think two songs that you didn't know were, because we never listened to the lyrics. I think everybody knows that now. But there's songs that have scandal story, but but I think when I was a kid in the 90s and I would sing lyrics, I didn't know what I was singing. But if you look back and think about it now, it's like, oh my God, that was terrible. So it'll be songs like that. His songs that have a scandalous background. I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Isn't Tupac got a song called Scandalous?
Yeah, that's probably too obvious, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can pick that if you want
If you want.
You can do bands that had a scandal and wrote a song about it.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Things like that, like anything
things like
related
that.
to
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
scandal that you can find.
Yeah.
Something.
I mean, on the
about
radio, because in my work, they listen to The Sound. The radio station, The Sound. It's all 70s rock.
Oh, yeah.
70s rock and pop. But
Scandalous era.
they brought up Phil Collins, and he wrote a song because he broke up with his wife or broke up with his girlfriend or something. He wrote a song about it. That kind of stuff. I don't know if it was scandalous or whatever, but...
Yeah, stuff like that. Like the first song that I thought of, and it's the only song I've thought of so far, I feel is scandalous, but you might not. So, stuff like that. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting because we'll always come from different angles. One might bring, the real obvious scandal songs.
Yeah.
One might bring a story that we've never heard before and didn't even know.
Yeah.
Because they always do like diss tracks and stuff like that, but I couldn't tell you that something was a diss track because I'm not that, deep in singers or rappers mostly and their beefs. Do you know what I mean? But so we'll find out things like that. Yeah. We'll do a couple of decade ones again. I think we might be going back to 1981, eh?
Starting again, or was it 70?
Oh, no, 71, sorry, yeah.
71.
Because we've done 70, 80, 90, 2000. So now we'll go 71, 81, 91. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so we got to get a good range of the decades. So yeah, we'll go to 71 after that. We've got a bit to do.
Yeah, I haven't done it.
Yeah, it'll be good to get some content out again and have some combos.
Yeah.
There's lots of music combos tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which was good.
Ah, man, always good to talk about music.
Yeah, yeah.
Lots to talk about when we talk about music. Yeah, I'm just thinking, when you gonna invite me on to your show again?
You're always invited.
Yeah, pretty much. So when you hear what a topic is and you want to be on it, yeah.
I like those year ones because you can like try to pick a song
Yeah.
that no one else thinks of that year, that specific year.
Yeah. So we'll do that for the next 5 years, 71, 81, 91, 2001. That's it, actually. Do we not go past 2000? No, we go all the way to 2010. Is that it?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know anything. I didn't like anything in 2010, I feel like.
Which is even more reason why we have to do that year.
Yeah.
So we've got like decades of years. So if any particular, year strikes, just come on.
Sweet.
Yeah. Are you I imagine, I don't know, you're hard. I reckon you'll either do 70s, 80s or 90s.
Well, I like a lot of 90s rock music. I like a lot of 90s grunge.
See, that could be good for us because you can be sure we won't be choosing grunge songs.
Yeah, it won't be my go-to pop.
No.
Yeah.
Which is why we should do...
But grunge was big back
Yeah.
Yeah, I was into grunge and hip hop.
What was grunge back
I was
then?
more east hip hop than the west.
Yeah.
What
I
would
was
you
more
say
New York.
was...
Which I didn't understand. But anyway.
What would you say was grunge back then?
Back then...
Like Pearl Jam.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Nirvana.
Sure. You see, I like that kind of stuff. So we should potentially do a 90s grunge
90s grunge.
session.
When you say grunge, I think of like, No Doubt and Garbage. And
Yeah,
all those kind of
would
poppy...
no doubt have been poppy grunge, eh?
Well,
I don't know.
if you think of Big Day Out, when we used to have Big Day Out when it first started, all those bands were grunge bands.
Yeah. Sublime.
Smashing Pumpkins,
Smashing Pumpkins, yeah.
Yeah, see?
Soundgarden.
I love Soundgarden. Actually, no. I only know one song.
Then you had the new metal, like Korn.
Oh, yes. That's later, eh? Or no,
No,
were
same
they
time.
out in the
Around
90s?
same time, yeah.
Yeah, see, so that would be good. So we should do something around that because that will definitely be outside of our comfort zones.
Yeah.
Comfortable music zones.
But in your back of your conscious, you like these songs.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if you like wrestling, hey, it's only heavy metal. in
No, I
wrestling.
know. But
You know?
would you admit to liking those songs?
You wouldn't, but it's in
No.
your conscious.
Yeah.
You would.
Now
Even movies.
yeah,
Even movies.
I'm comfortable with that now to acknowledge, to admit I like that stuff.
Like what are the big movies in the 90s? Like The Matrix. That was the heavy metal soundtrack.
True,
Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, yeah.
true. But I don't know if I was necessarily bothering with those soundtracks.
But see, when new metal came out, started with Rage Against the Machine. That's the first time they introduced like a DJ, like scratching, like Korn,
Linkin Park.
Rage, Linkin Park. Elements of hip hop were coming into heavy metal.
sounds like an interesting podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We'll do something on that. That would be good. So we've got a little bit. We just have to get our shit together. Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
No, for sure. We'll do an episode next week.
So you guys looking forward to it?
No pressure.
Looking forward to it, yeah. Because it's been ages.
It
eh?
has, yeah. So it'll
And
be
then
good.
talking about scandal will be interesting. I want to know what these guys are. What scandals they're bringing to the table.
Yeah, that's always the fun part to find out what.
The other people are bringing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So you guys, I think that's us. Eh?
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
That was
No
such
worries.
a good chat when we didn't know what to talk about.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. Like, I don't have a plan when I start these podcasts.
Yeah.
I don't have a plan at all. Even with guests, like,
Oh, wow, really?
yeah, I just want to start and see where it ends up.
Wow. It was fun. It was good.
I'm glad you guys have fun.
Yeah.
So I have
Yeah.
fun. I always have fun.
Yeah, it was real good. It's nice to just shoot the shit and not have a script
Yeah, it was like-
sometimes.
Shoot the show. I was like, what does that mean?
Yeah. Instead of just, a little bit of structure.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's something that interests some people, I think,
Yeah.
to hear,
Other people's.
Random.
Yeah.
because you get little things out of it.
Little gems.
Little
I don't know what you're
gems.
going to get out of this.
I think it's just the whole fact of having the conversation. You
Yeah.
know? Just talking
Yeah.
about whatever comes to mind, and because it's happening for real in your life or our lives.
Yeah.
You know,
that's true.
whatever's in our heads
Yeah.
Yeah.
at that particular moment in time.
Mm.
You
That's
know,
good.
and it allows you to even come back and do it again because it's going to be different.
Yeah. True. That's
know?
right.
There's no origin story, no again, you know, jump on another podcast, you're going to say the same things
Nah, for
all
sure.
the time. You know, I like to think people jump on Back on 135, we're just going to talk about whatever.
Yeah, for that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks guys for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good weekend.
Having us. Yeah.
You too.
Weekend started.
Oh.